Come on, man.
Come on. I want your blankie. Come on. Play with your monkey, man. Play with your monkey. Your monkey gonna wrestle with you. Yeah, I know. Yeah, good morning. Did y'all cancel YouTube? Happy Halloween, dummies. Did y'all cancel YouTube? Yeah, YouTube. Fuck Disney. So damn greedy. Memphis up on Rice, 7-0, 5 minutes to go in the first quarter of that one. That game came on at 7. North Carolina and Syracuse getting ready to start now. And then Game 6 of the World Series comes on tonight at 8, so I figured I'd put that on over there too. But how's everybody doing? Happy Halloween or no? What's up, Justin, Sean, Robert, Tyler, Jay Shipes, Ituhata? How? I love all my Native American fans. Shout out Ituhata. Shout out to you, buddy. Yep. Mikey, Matt Dummett, Eddie Blackburn, Brock, Hog Man. What's up, buddy? Ituhata? Yeah. Okay. Yep. Brian Fennell, Thomas Bailey, Jim Montana, Artemis Cameron, Sean Bruce, Dula, Big Dog Eat, Dario T, Chops. What's up? How y'all doing? Happy Friday. Happy Halloween. We had a lot of trick-or-treaters. I was kind of more than last year. The ladies still out there throwing candy at the kids. I had to come in and watch football. I had to come in and work. That's why I said I gotta work tonight. I gotta work. What's up, Charlton Wagner? Good to see you in here, buddy. I'm not gonna lie. No job is perfect, including the one I have, but it's hard to complain. It is hard to complain. Lou looks like Sly Stone. What? I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is, my guy. Peace and hair grease. Can you share FUBU like YouTube TV? I don't know what that means. Like, you mean like give out your login to other people? I have no idea. I've never used FUBO or FUBU or whatever that is. On the way down to Knoxville as we speak from where I live in Indiana. Go Vols. Yeah, I guess that's going to be a good game. I don't know how Oklahoma's going to be able to score enough to keep up with Tennessee in that game. I mean, I know it's like Tennessee's got the good offense and Oklahoma's got the good defense, but I think Tennessee's going to be able to score on them. And I don't know that Oklahoma can really score on anybody. I like Tennessee to win and cover that one at home. I picked Tennessee to lose that game in my preseason predictions, where I go through everybody's schedule. I did pick Tennessee to lose that game, I think. But now that the game's here, I just don't know that Oklahoma's got enough offense. Chandler Dickey says, Happy Halloween, Lou. Happy Halloween to you and your family, Chandler. Good to see you in here tonight. Thank you for the super chat, buddy. DK says, good morning, Lou. YouTube TV can't keep me from watching a great weekend of college football. Yeah, I've had the ESPN app thing anyway. So I've got, I can watch on the ESPN app on the TV. So it sucks, but at least I can still watch the games. Yeah. Memphis looks a little, yeah, Rice plus 14 was a popular pick today. I didn't take that. I took the under in that game. So I have under, I think, under 50. Let me see. I took the under in the Rice Memphis game. Under 48 and a half. Right now, 7-0 Memphis on top with 5 minutes to go. And Rice has the ball deep in their own territory. The comment section bet took Syracuse to beat North Carolina, so I put a bet in for that. That'll be the comment section bet for today. And then we might do something with this baseball game. Baseball game comes on at 8. The Blue Jays have won a few games in a row. They lead the series 3-2. They're back in Toronto tonight. But it's so hard to pick against the Dodgers. But I don't have a bet on that game. Well, we might put a bet in on the baseball game later, too. We'll see. If Tennessee loses tomorrow, they got to fire Tim Banks. Well, I think they should have fired him a long time ago. Tennessee's defense has been, with the exception of last year, Tennessee's defense has not been great. I'm dressed as a Dodgers fan. Lou, I'm going off sides tomorrow. Vols fan, but the ticket I got is in the away section. Oh, that don't really matter at a home game. Yeah, that don't really matter. I went to the Georgia-Tennessee game in Athens where the goalpost came down. I actually sat in the Tennessee section in Athens Stadium that day. A buddy of mine was a Tennessee fan, and he got tickets in the Tennessee section and took me to the game with him in Athens. We sat in the Tennessee section. That game where the goalpost came down. Yep. Yeah. Big facts. I saw the tickets were about $50 cheaper, so I jumped. I care about the view, not who's next to me. Yeah, I hear you. If there's any Florida State fans that want to go to the Florida State game tomorrow, those tickets are down to $6 a piece tomorrow for the Florida State Wake Forest game. So you have to decide, do you want to go to McDonald's and get a number 2, or do you want to go to the Florida State game? They both cost about the same. Both cost about the same. Did Memphis just score a defensive touchdown? That's going to hurt me if they did. Was that a backwards pass in that game? No, incomplete pass. Or was it? What the fuck? I took the under. You don't want no defensive touchdowns if you took the under. God damn it. Turnover. Rice just turned the ball over. They rolled it a backwards pass. God damn it. That hurts for the under. Easiest way to kill your under bet. Defensive touchdowns or special teams touchdowns. That ended up not being a touchdown, but Memphis has the ball 1st and goal on the 7. Shotgun. Handoff. Down to about the 5. 2nd and goal coming up now for Memphis. They're up 7-0 in that one. Just under 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. Under 48.5. The line was Memphis minus 14. Who do you think wins, North Carolina or the Fruit? I went back and forth. I couldn't decide, so I let the comment section decide. We did a poll, and the comment section took Syracuse, so we need Syracuse to win. Does Bill Belichick win a conference game faster than FSU tonight? I hope not, because we took Syracuse. That was the comment section bet today. I had the poll up at the beginning. 2nd and goal for Memphis now down to about the 3-yard line. 3rd and goal coming up for Memphis now. 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. They're up 7-0. How am I watching? Well, I still have YouTube TV, but I didn't cancel it. But I'm watching the ESPN stuff on the ESPN app. No, ESPN pulled all their channels off of YouTube last night at midnight. Yeah, we're not going to do chili. We're doing the jalapeno poppers, so we jalapeno poppers and chili might be a little too much, so we're just going to do jalapeno poppers. And we ordered a bunch of Chinese food for dinner today, and there was a bunch of leftovers, so we're going to do Chinese food for leftovers for lunch tomorrow, and then jalapenos and pizza for dinner tomorrow. Is the Heisman between Mendoza and Reed? Mendoza, Reed, Ty Simpson, Julian Sayin. I think Gunnar Stockton still has an outside shot. Who am I missing? I'm missing somebody. There's 6 quarterbacks. Well, I told you on the Your Season Is Over video who they were, didn't I? Mendoza, Sayin, Simpson, Diego Poverty, Gunnar Stockton, Marcel Reed. And then if it's a non-quarterback, it'll either be Jeremiah Love or Jeremiah Smith. Memphis scored. They're going to go up 14-0 here towards the end of the first quarter on the road at Rice. North Carolina looks like has the ball first here. I wasn't even paying attention. Quarterback scramble for a first down. 1st and 10, North Carolina. Game just underway here. This is the first possession of the game. North Carolina got the ball to start on the road at Syracuse. They're on their own 40. Shotgun for the Tar Heels. Snap. Handoff this time off right tackle. Has some room. Picks up about 5 or 6 yards across the 45. Second down coming up now for North Carolina. The only Chinese food I eat is fried rice, chicken wings, and egg rolls. The lady got some kind of a meal. I don't know what she got. Sometimes I'll do pepper steak, but today I just did rice, wings, and egg rolls. 2nd and 4 for North Carolina on their own 46. Play action, under pressure, gets rid of it, incomplete. He was hit almost right away that time. 3rd and 4 coming up now for the Tar Heels. We need a stop here from this Syracuse defense. ESPN could suck a fat one. Doing this to people before college football Saturday is absurd. Yeah, well, they purposely start and stop their contracts during football season every year for that reason. That's when they have the most leverage. I mean, ESPN's going to win in the end. It's just a matter of when. ESPN has all the leverage, you know. People are going to start canceling YouTube TV, and YouTube TV will cave in and pay them whatever money they want, and then up our prices. North Carolina going deep. Overthrew a receiver down inside the 25. That's going to bring up a 4th down now for North Carolina. 997 Andrew, what's up, buddy? Good to see you in here. Is YouTube TV planning on lowering their subscription costs? Seems fair if they were reducing which networks are offered. Well, they're not reducing it. They got taken. I mean, it wasn't YouTube's choice. Disney took it away. But, yeah, there's a $20 credit for now. And if they don't come to some type of agreement, then I'm sure they'll do something. Because ESPN is the most expensive channel to carry on it for any service provider. Syracuse is fucking retarded. Syracuse just muffed a goddamn punt. North Carolina jumped on it. North Carolina's going to have the ball 1st and goal unless there's some kind of penalty here. Oh, well, I don't know what. Syracuse muffed a fucking punt. They did run into him, but was he pushed into him or what? No, Syracuse football 1st down. I have the ESPN app on all my TVs. I still have YouTube TV. I didn't cancel it. I still have YouTube TV, but I'm watching the ESPN stuff on the ESPN app, and then I got the baseball game on YouTube TV over here on the third TV. How long before Lou just makes this stream about trolling both teams? Well, both teams are dog shit. There's no doubt about it. These are terrible fucking teams. Syracuse QB running for his life. Might have gained a yard up to around the 15. That's about it. Second down coming up now for the Fruit. Memphis up 14-0 over Rice, coming up on the end of the first quarter in that one. Yeah, nothing Disney owns. So I mean, it's about 15 channels that are owned by Disney. They're all gone off of YouTube. Disney yanked them all off of YouTube TV last night at midnight. Syracuse is terrible because first string QB is injured. Yeah, they were okay the first couple of weeks of the season when what was his name? Peanut Butter and Jelly got injured. They've been dogs. They haven't won a game since then. Remember way back when Syracuse beat Clemson? That's the last game they won. They haven't won a game since then. Syracuse not doing shit here on offense. I think I bet the under in this game too. The comment section bet was Syracuse to win. Yeah, I bet the under. So I've got under 45 points and Syracuse on the money line. Syracuse punts out of their own end zone. Fair catch made at the 42. So North Carolina's going to have good field position here on their own 42-yard line. Got to take my kids trick-or-treating, stay warm. All right, man, have fun. UNC might win. Yeah. Yeah. I think Syracuse was only a 1-point favorite, so it's they're expecting a close game. I'm going to make a Marg, Tennessee. What is that? What? How dumb do you have to be to ask somebody why they're wearing a costume on Halloween? Pretty dumb. Syracuse quarterback in this game is a walk-on. I'm trying to figure out if he looks like a hippie or some kind of Buddhist. Definitely ain't no Buddhist. No Stacy, no cry karaoke during commercial break. Stacy might be down bad. What's up, DK? Lou, with the political mess at LSU right now, is it still the best job open? I don't think so. I wouldn't take that job. In fact, whoever they hire, I don't think it's going to work. Just because politics has got involved, and politics ruins everything it touches. Georgia is soft, and Kirby likes wiener. Go Gators. You better get them in before tomorrow at 3:30, bud, because it's going to be a different story for you then. Bobby Sprinkle, what's up, buddy? Hey, Daniel, happy Halloween, buddy. It's going to be like 40-0. What? The Georgia-Florida game? Hey, Lou, what service are you using? Well, I still have YouTube TV, but for all the Disney stuff, I'm watching on the ESPN app. It's $30 a month, I think. The ESPN app. What do they call? I think they call it My Disney. I think is the name of the app. Actually, I think it's called My Disney. I think it's called My Disney. It's a streaming. It's whatever the Disney streaming service is. I think it's called My Disney. Yeah, what Disney wants is for everybody to cancel their live TV service and subscribe to their app. That's what Disney wants. That's why they keep jacking up these prices on all the service providers. They would rather you just subscribe directly to them and cut out the middleman. Which, if that's where TV is headed eventually. Eventually, every channel or whatever is just going to have their own fucking app. You're going to have to be subscribed to 20 different fucking apps or whatever. You'll need a CBS app and an NBC app and a Fox app and an ESPN Disney app and Netflix and whatever else. Memphis up 14-0, and they have the ball back in the red zone again. Was about to maybe go to a Halloween party, but saw Lou was on for the Dumpster Bowl. Yeah, these are two bad teams here, but somebody's got to win it. Somebody's got to win it. North Carolina 2-5, Syracuse 3-5. Somebody's got to win. World Series starts at 8. It'll be coming on here in a few minutes. The down bad bowl, Auburn versus Clemson. North Carolina pass complete. Big play down the sideline. 10-5, all the way down to the 2. First and goal, Tar Heels. What streaming network will YouTube move to? I'm going to keep YouTube TV and the ESPN app. North Carolina back to throw on first and goal. Quarterback running for his life. Throws incomplete, knocked away. Good defense there. Second and goal coming up now for North Carolina. Memphis going to head to the playoffs. I root for the third world country for no reason. Memphis first and goal on the 1. They're up 14-0. 12 minutes to go in the second quarter. Snap, handoff, walks into the end zone, touchdown. It's going to be 21-0 Memphis, all over Rice. I meant like what streaming network will your shows be on in the future? YouTube, same one they're on now. The biggest one on the planet. Does YouTube still steal half of your super chats? Well, they don't technically take half. They take like 35%. But then however you pay, they take a fee. Like if you pay on an iPhone, Apple then takes 5% or 10%, whatever it is. But the total amount that I get from a super chat is about half whatever you send after everybody takes their share. YouTube takes 35%. And then whatever the processing fees based on how you pay. Like if you pay with PayPal or you pay with Apple Pay or you pay with Google Pay or whatever, they take a percentage too. Tebow would beat the soul out of Kirby in the box. What do you mean? What box? I know you wish it was 20 years ago, but it's not. Tebow's not coming back. But yeah, you were good 20 years ago when you had Tebow. 4th and goal coming up for North Carolina. We need to stop here from this Syracuse defense, right? The comment section we did a poll at the beginning of the stream, and the comment section took Syracuse to win. So we have a bet on Syracuse to win, and then I bet the under in this game. I think Memphis plays UGA. Well, the 12 plays the 5. That we know. We don't know who the 12 will be and who the 5 will be. The 12 will probably be the group of 5 team, whether that's Memphis or somebody else. Memphis is going to have to beat South Florida again, though, in the conference championship game. Google Halloween, Bubbles. All right, here we go. 4th and goal. We need to stop from this fruit defense here. North Carolina in a shotgun, moving people around. Motion. Snap. Whistles. Somebody false start. Is that going to back them up? Fourth and goal from the 1 and you false start. They're probably going to kick a field goal now. That's great for the under and for the Syracuse bet. Force a field goal there. Yeah, I have YouTube TV, yeah. If Georgia loses, you got to break a TV, right? I don't got to do anything. Georgia's going to lose another game this year. I don't really care which one it is. They just can't lose 2 more. Penn State is poverty. They're down bad. And they're liable to stay down bad for a while now. Years. Sad to report that I did, in fact, wake up this morning. Come on, Josh. That was a funny call last night, though. What's it like knowing Kirby's going to go 8-4 and get fired? I have no idea. I have no idea what that would be like. 8-4 would be a better year than Florida's had since COVID. But you think 8-4 would get Kirby fired? In a couple of weeks, Kentucky might lose to an undefeated FCS team versus Tennessee Tech. If that happens, Stoops gets fired. Yeah, I think Stoops might get fired either way. I think if Kentucky can come up with the money, I think they're going to fire him. Happy Hate Week. Yep. I mean, Florida will probably either be winning or it'll be close at halftime because every Georgia game is that way. So at least Florida fans will be able to spend all offseason bragging about losing again like they did this offseason by saying that they were ahead at some point in the first quarter or something like they did all this past offseason. Yeah, Kentucky's a basketball school, yeah. Who's down worse, Penn State or Clemson? I think Penn State's down worse than Clemson. Anyone else think the Rose Bowl should be the college national championship game? I don't. What the hell is happening at LSU? Is the governor running the school now? He thinks he is. He wants to. He wants to involve himself where he doesn't belong. And that's not going to work. That's not going to go over well. 2nd and 8 for Rice. They only pick up a couple of yards on the ground up the middle. They're getting handled. 21-0. Memphis all over Rice in this one. 11.5 to go in the second quarter. YouTube TV took ESPN channels away. No, that's fake news. ESPN took the channels away, not YouTube TV. ESPN took the channels away. Disney took the channels away. YouTube TV didn't take anything away. You should avoid as much as possible playing a significant games in California. What streaming service should you switch to? YouTube TV is the only one I've ever used, so I can't really recommend another one. I know people that use Hulu and like it. I'm watching on the ESPN app, so I still have YouTube TV. I'm just watching the ESPN games on the ESPN app on my TV instead of on the YouTube TV app. Yeah, the ESPN app is $30 a month, and YouTube TV is giving you a $20 credit this month. So it really only cost me $10 to get the ESPN app over what I was paying before. And I mean, this will get worked out. It's just when. It could get worked out 5 minutes from now. It could get worked out tomorrow, right before the games kick off at noon. It could be another week. Eventually, Disney will be back on YouTube TV, but Disney's holding out for more money. On Fubo, you can't watch two games at once. That's dog shit. YouTube TV, you can watch three games at once. You get three different channels at the same time on three different TVs, or you can pay for the upgraded package and you get unlimited streams on unlimited TVs. With the ESPN app, you can watch up to three TVs at the same time. First and 10 for Syracuse. North Carolina made that field goal, so 3-0 is the score. Syracuse on the ground on first down only gains a couple of yards. Second down coming up now for the Fruit. They're on their own 27. Drop pass on second down. Third down coming up. Do we want to bet this baseball game or what? Who y'all think's winning tonight? Dodgers or Blue Jays? I bet Sam Houston to get under 20.5. Easy money. Let's see. Sam Houston's team total is 16.5. What'd you do? Buy it up to 20? Ryan Day is 52-1 against unranked teams. That's all he plays is unranked teams, isn't it? Dodgers tonight. That pitcher is ridiculous. $100 for the Dodgers. Let's go. All right, I'll ride with you on the Dodgers. Memphis with the ball again, about to score again. 40, 30, down at the 25. Boy, this game is going to be an absolute massacre. Uh-oh, there's a penalty flag, it looks like, way back near the line of scrimmage, or was that just trash on the field? It's about a 50-yard gain if the play stands, all the way down to the 25. Maybe that wasn't a flag. It looked like something on the field. Nope, no penalty. Oh, there was a penalty, but it was on Rice. So that's going to move it up to the 12-yard line now. Is Bill Belichick taking his girl trick-or-treating after the game? All right, that's funny. That was funny. First and goal for Memphis. 9 minutes to go in the first half. They're already up 21-0 over Rice. Snap, handoff, hitting the hole. Going to be a little short. Second and goal from the half-yard line now. Touchdown Memphis, but they're reviewing it now. Why'd this game freeze up? Do. Do you think my Sooners got a chance at Tennessee? Thank you for the super chat, John Tay Lee. I don't know that they can score enough. I know Oklahoma's got a good defense, so I'm not expecting Tennessee to score 50 or whatever, but it's just hard to trust Oklahoma's offense right now. It has not looked good over the last month or so. And I don't know that they can score enough on the road in Knoxville to win that game. If they can get to G5 Joey, maybe force a couple of mistakes, maybe they can hang around. Yeah, time changes tomorrow night. Yep, so you get an extra hour of sleep. Can we watch ESPN on YouTube TV now? No, not that I know of. Not that I know of. Almost got robbed when I went there for the Texas Tech Arkansas bowl game. Where? Watching these offenses is like watching midget porn. Talking about Syracuse and North Carolina? Yeah. Yeah, I took the under in that game. The comment section bet is on Syracuse to win. So it's good that it's low scoring, but at some point we're going to need Syracuse to score a touchdown. And now Memphis does get in. So it's going to be 28-0 after the extra point here. Memphis all over Rice in that one. Indiana plays Michigan or Oregon in Big Ten title. What? Hey, come on, man. You don't believe that? You don't believe that, do you? So far, so good, Sunwood. Yeah, Rice down real bad. 28-0, Memphis up on Rice now. Who starts working first, ABC, ESPN, or the government? Well, hopefully ABC and ESPN. ESPN lost its value through their NBA contracts because NBA ratings are tanking. YouTube TV was correct to fight them. I don't know that they lost their value. I mean, the only reason anybody has live TV is sports and news, and ESPN's got all the leverage here. North Carolina with a nice looking pass play up to around midfield. Good for a first down. Baseball game getting ready to start too. World Series Game 6. The Blue Jays are up 3-2. Hey, Burgle. Where you been? You went trick-or-treating? Did you get a lot of candy? Huh? Did you get a lot of treats when you went trick-or-treating? You want to come up here with your monkey man? Come on. Come on. You got anybody on your thing? Come on. Get up there. What are you doing? Get up there. You want to wrestle your monkey? You want to wrestle your monkey? North Carolina turned it over. Syracuse, big return, 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Fruit. Defensive touchdown for Syracuse. Well, if your offense sucks, score on defense. How about that? How about that? Let's go. Let's go, Fruit. Come on, man. Come on, man. Yep, catch and fumble. Scooped up by the Fruit. 55-yard scoop and score for Syracuse. Rice with the ball back, but not for long, I'm pretty sure. 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground, pick up about 5 yards. 2nd and 5 coming up now for Rice. Dodgers will be up to bat first on the road at Toronto in Game 6. Gossman, the pitcher for the Blue Jays. The Dodgers have one of them Japanese fellas pitching tonight. Yamamoto, I think it is. Shohei Ohtani, leadoff hitter for the Dodgers. Uh-oh, big play by Rice. Look at that. Boy, Rice is trying hard. I like that. They just won't give up all the way up to the 45. Extra point good for Syracuse. 7-3, they're on top. 4.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. First pitch here on the way to Shohei Ohtani. Swing and a miss, strike one. 1st and 10, Rice on their own 46. They're down 28-0. Pass complete behind the line of scrimmage. Another positive play, though. Picks up about 6 yards. 2nd down coming up for Rice. Jeremy Jones, thank you for the super chat, buddy. He says, y'all hit the thumbs up. Oklahoma definitely not beating G5 Joey. P.S. Fuck Memphis. Yeah, got no use for Memphis, the city. Or the Memphis head coach who likes to run his cocksucker about things that aren't his fucking business. 2nd and 4, no gain for Rice. Going to bring up 3rd down. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count for Shohei Ohtani at the plate. World Series Game 6 just underway. Top of the 1st inning, no outs. Thank you, Jeremy and Lego NASCAR, for the super chats. I appreciate that. Wrapping up another great month here on LouTube. So shout out to everybody who has hung out with us this month and watched all these football games, the live streams, clicking on the videos, the call-in shows. Shout out to all the new subscribers. We hit 75,000 subscribers this month. So another great month here on LouTube. So big shout out to all of y'all for that. What's up, Lou? I was trick-or-treating. That's might be the only thing you've ever typed in my comment section that I believe. I 100% believe that. I 100% believe that. Yeah, it's been a good start to the year or a good start to the football season for LouTube here. September and October were great. Hopefully we can keep it going November, December, and January. You know the phrase, strike while the iron is hot? I think that phrase was invented for people who cover college football for a living, because you only got about 4 or 5 months and then it's all over. Bro ranting about his sex life in here. Who? I'd be happy to help you out. You need some advice? How many losses does USC have? Southern Cal, 2. They play Nebraska in an elimination game Saturday night. Southern Cal at Nebraska. They both have 2 losses, so somebody's going to be down bad on Sunday. Syracuse shoving another loss up Belichick's ass. I hope so. The comment section bet tonight is Syracuse money line. So we need some winners too. I'm down bad. The Paylou revolution has taken a major setback this week. I should not have been bragging about winning 6 weeks in a row or whatever it was. And what's funny is even when I was bragging about beating the bookie 6 weeks in a row, every time I would say, I better stop bragging about it or I'm going to have a terrible week. Well, the terrible week is here. I can't hit a bet this week to save my... We're going to have a massive run tomorrow in college football for me to have any chance of having a positive week this week. It don't matter what I bet on. Baseball, college football, NBA, whatever I bet, it loses. Whatever I bet, it loses. I've got a bet on an NBA game right now. I bet you I'm losing. Yep, I've got Cavs -4, and they're down 10. I've got Cavs -4, and they're down 10 in the second quarter. I'm telling you, it don't matter what I bet. Can't hit a bet. We're going to whoop Ohio State ass tomorrow, then take Heartline Smith and Tate back to Happy Valley with us. Hashtag we are back. Hey, when you do a hashtag, it's all together. You're not supposed to separate the hashtag from the words, and there's not supposed to be any spaces in the words. But based on what you said in the beginning about whooping Ohio State's ass tomorrow, fucking up the hashtag seems to be the least of your concerns. Ohio State's liable to beat you by 100 there, bud. It would be hilarious. I kind of hope Penn State wins just because it would make great content on YouTube, but I don't know anybody alive outside of you who gives Penn State any chance to win that game. You might be the only person on the planet who can fog a mirror that thinks Penn State is winning that game. North Carolina quarterback sails it way over the head of the wide receiver. That's going to bring up 4th down in a punting situation. Yeah, that was a terrible throw there on 3rd down. Didn't even give his receiver a chance at all. Still 28-0 Memphis up over Rice. 2:47 to go in the first half. Did you give all the candy away?
Just about.
Good. That's the last thing we need is a bunch of candy left over in here.
Hi, happy Halloween, everybody.
See how she tells you happy Halloween there?
Are you good on coffee?
I'll have one more. I think I put it in the sink because I wasn't thinking straight.
Okay. Yeah, it's gotten cold.
At the Uncle Lou, shouldn't you be a Miami sideline hyping the game? Huh? I don't even understand what that means. Shouldn't you be a Miami... What is a Miami sideline? And hyping what game? I don't even know what that means. John Tay Lee, what's up, buddy? Appreciate you joining the channel. Two outs in the top of the first. Game 6 of the World Series. Dodgers on the road in Toronto, the visiting team batting first. Freddie Freeman up to bat now. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Freddie. And strike 3, sat him down. 1-2-3 inning for the Blue Jays. No score going to the bottom of the first. What kind of candy did you guys give away? She went to the store yesterday and bought 4 giant fucking bags of candy, and I'm like, you better give all that shit away. I don't want that shit floating around the house for the next 2 weeks, because then I'll have to eat it, and I don't want to do that. So it was all kinds. Thought I was dressed as... do I look homeless to you? No. Uh-oh. Rice scored. 28-7 now. What's the streams for tomorrow? 3:30 on Patreon, and we're doing the giveaway again. Been giving away $1,000. Tomorrow's the last giveaway. Where's the thing at? Some of y'all... Some of y'all still aren't on the Patreon page. I don't know why. You're supposed to be. Patreon stream tomorrow at 3:30 for all the afternoon games, and it's the last of the giveaways for this month. Well, technically tomorrow is November, but we did it 4 Saturdays in a row. So there's the link to the Patreon page. Get yourself signed up. Come hang out. Watch the 3:30 games tomorrow and win some money. Come get Uncle Lou's money. Giving away Uncle Lou's money on the Patreon stream. Patreon is $10 a month. Uncle Lou looks like he's ready to go to Woodstock. Yeah, I could see that. There was probably a lot of people stumbling around Woodstock that looked just like this. Nobody paying for Patreon. There's about 500 people paying for it. You're just not one of them. Coffee is good tonight. I got some coming. What's up, Anathema? Good to see you in here. Arch is starting tomorrow. Is he? Did they announce that today? I didn't think he was going to play tomorrow. I don't think it matters. I picked Texas to win anyway. But I do think Texas is beating Vandy tomorrow. Yeah, I do think Texas is beating Vandy tomorrow. They just announced it? Oh, okay. No, Patreon takes a very small percentage. That's why I have Patreon instead of doing it on YouTube, because you can do a similar thing on YouTube, but they take half. Like, you ever see people on YouTube that do member-only streams and stuff like that? That's basically what Patreon is member-only streams. Same thing, basically. Except instead of you paying YouTube or Google $10 a month, and then I do member-only streams, and they keep half, I do the streams on Patreon, and I get 90% of the money instead of 50% of the money. Pay Lou. We need to hit some bets. I'm down bad. I can't hit a bet this week to save my life. So hopefully Syracuse wins, because that's the comment section bet today. We did the poll, and the comment section took Syracuse to win this game. So I put a bet in on Syracuse to win the game. I have a bet on the under in the Syracuse-North Carolina game. And we bet the Dodgers to win the baseball game. And then Cavs -4 in the NBA game, but they're down 12. I'm telling you, I can't hit a bet. I bet the Dodgers, so the Blue Jays are probably going to win. I bet the under in this Syracuse-North Carolina game, so it's probably going to go over. I bet the Cavs -4. They're losing by 12. I can't get a bet right this week to save my life. The ESPN app is $30 a month. Yeah. Yeah. And YouTube TV is giving you a $20 credit. So if you have YouTube TV and you lost all your Disney channels, you can subscribe to the ESPN app for $30 a month. YouTube's going to give you a $20 credit for the month, so you basically pay $10 to watch these games on the ESPN app, and then hopefully YouTube and Disney get their shit straightened out and the channels come back on YouTube TV soon. Get a job, you hippie. I have a job. You're watching me do it. Not everybody digs ditches like you do. Some people are stuck having to talk about college football for a living. Not everybody throws Arby's roast beef sandwiches out a drive-through window for 6 hours a day. I'm not putting you down. Somebody has to do that. That person is you. Somebody has to talk college football. That person is me. I can get ESPN without Hulu and Disney. I don't know. It's called the My Disney app. I don't know what all's on it. All I know is I can watch all the ESPN channels. I don't know what else is on there. I only have it for ESPN. But you can Google all of that, and I'm sure it'll tell you. Why are Penn State fans so convinced Hartline would go there? Smith and Tate sure in hell not going there. Penn State's down bad. Yeah, I don't know. I just started hearing that yesterday from Penn State fans that they think they're getting Brian Hartline. I have no idea. I have no clue. If they are or they aren't. But even if they do, I'm not convinced that's some kind of home run hire. He's a great wide receiver recruiter, but we don't really know what else he can do. Maybe he's a great head coach. There's no way to know. Never been a coach before. Nothing would make me happier than for Florida to hire a head coach at Memphis. I'd love to beat that stupid motherfucker every year around this time. I'd love that shit. Brian Kelly to Penn State? Maybe. Maybe. We'll see. We have the under in the Cavs game too, and we are looking good there. Cavs -4, not looking good. But the under is looking good. So maybe we'll win one, lose one on that NBA game. Then we need the Dodgers to win. North Carolina, Syracuse under 45, and Syracuse to win. I don't know why I gamble on sports. It's such a depressing, stressful existence. UNC sucks. Yeah, hopefully they suck a little bit more than Syracuse. Yeah. Yeah, shout out to Pam Grier. I haven't heard that name in forever. Shout out to Pam Grier. Under 45 not hitting. In the Syracuse game, it's on track to hit right now. They're on track to score 40. Let me see what the live number is. The live number on North Carolina Syracuse is... Show me the live number. .47. 3rd and 10 for Syracuse. In the red zone. Back to throw. Under pressure. Oh, was that a face mask? Yeah. Sacked, but all kinds of face. I mean, he damn near, look at his helmet, damn near ripped his helmet off. That Abdul-Jabbar, or whatever the fuck his name was. That's going to be an automatic first down for the fruit there. Automatic first down for the fruit there. If they offer Hartline the job, he's taking it, says Richie Dubs. I keep seeing people on Twitter. I ought not even read the rest of whatever you wrote there, because that's a pretty good indication that whatever you're about to say is either stupid or wrong. I keep seeing people on Twitter say Josh Heupel takes the LSU job. No way he'd leave for a worse job. I don't know if anybody thinks the LSU job is worse than Tennessee. I think most people think the LSU job is better than the Tennessee job. But I still don't think Josh Heupel would leave to take it. Most people think LSU is like a top 5 job in the country. Would you rather cheer for Memphis or Florida for the rest of your life? Neither. I wouldn't do either one. I wouldn't do either one. Arch Manning cleared to play. Yeah, somebody said that a few minutes ago. I didn't think he was going to play tomorrow. I took Texas to win anyway, even without Arch Manning playing. I just have a feeling Texas wins that game tomorrow. Their backs are against the wall. Incomplete pass for Syracuse on 2nd and goal is going to bring up 3rd and goal. But there is a flag down. Is this going to be on North Carolina again? What's the flag this time? Memphis quarterback running for his life. Gets called for a holding too. Throws incomplete. They're going to be backed up. What was that flag? No, no flag. 3rd and goal coming up. 3rd and goal. What do you think are the 5 best head coach jobs in college football, says the Michigan man? Well, if you ask 100 people this question, you'll get 100 different answers, because different people value different things differently at different places. But probably LSU, Texas, Southern Cal, Ohio State, boy, I don't know about the 5th one. Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to think about it. Kentucky's a pretty good job. You can get paid $10 million a year and you don't have to win anything at all. That's pretty good to me. 3rd and goal, incomplete. The fruit going to have to settle for a field goal here. How about that North Carolina defense? Dodgers back up to bat now, top of the 2nd inning. Still no score, game 6 of the World Series. 2 outs in the top of the 2nd. Here comes the field goal for Syracuse. It'll be a 31-yarder from the left hash. Snap, hold, kick. Looks good. And it is 10-3. The Fruit has taken the lead, or extended the lead over North Carolina. 10-3, up by 7. FSU fans, you might not want him, but your job isn't as big as the other 3 open jobs because ACC situation, so you ain't getting no home run hire. Kelly would be good for you. I want Josh to come back to Oklahoma. Last time won. What was he, a quarterback coach or something back then? When did Oklahoma win something with him? You talking about when he was playing there? That was 250 pounds ago, buddy. And didn't they fire him from there too? I don't know that I would leave Tennessee to take the Oklahoma job, but I'm not Josh Heupel, so I don't know what he would do. I see old Juice Poot pick Georgia over Florida. Was surprised. Is anybody picking Florida to win that game besides a couple of Florida fans? Why is Southern Cal a good job? Is that a serious question? Warm weather year round, $13 million, $14 million a year at a private school. Recruiting hotbed. It's in one of the 2 best conferences on the planet. Blue blood program. Do you think Lincoln Riley would ever leave USC, or is he retiring there? He might get fired from there. I don't know if he's leaving on his own, but he might get fired eventually. Are these Florida fans going to disappear during halftime? No, they're used to losing. They don't even care if they win. North Carolina down in the red zone. Is that? No, that's a replay. Sorry, that was a replay. Florida fans are used to losing. And plus, if they do anything like, let's say Florida gets the ball first and kicks a field goal, and they're up 3-0. It doesn't matter if they lose 50-3. They're going to spend all offseason talking about how they had a 3-0 lead over Georgia. They lost last year, and all they did all offseason was brag about it. Remember? Oh, we had a lead on Georgia in the first quarter, and we were tied with them sometime in the second half. Yeah, you lost by 2 touchdowns, and Carson Beck turned the ball over 3 or 4 times, and you still lost by 2 touchdowns. You can't reason with those people. So they're not going to go anywhere. They brag about losses. Sam Houston and Louisiana Tech 14-0. Okay. Urban Meyer not coming back. I think there's a better chance of Urban Meyer coming back than there is Nick Saban. But I think there's only a handful of jobs that Urban Meyer would even consider. And I don't know if LSU is one of them. (10-3) the score. Syracuse up over North Carolina. 12 minutes to go in the first half. North Carolina with the ball. Nice run here on first down. Picks up about 15 out to the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 Tar Heels. Hopefully Franklin gets the Virginia Tech job. That's the word on the street the last couple of days, is that they're negotiating a contract. We'll see. I can tell you who's going to win on the bracket next week. What bracket next week? Who did you bet Tennessee? Not yet, but I probably am. Well, I'm not betting Oklahoma. If I bet the game, it'll be on Tennessee. But if I bet it, it won't be till tomorrow. The Franklin, Virginia Tech bullshit is just another fake ploy by Jimmy Sexton to get offers from other teams. Is Jimmy Sexton his agent too? Losing to 2 UTs in 1 year would be diabolical. First and 10, North Carolina on their own 40. They're down a touchdown 10-3. 11 and a half minutes to go until halftime. Handoff again. Nowhere to go this time. Hit it the line of scrimmage and stop for no gain. Brett Lashley just got extended. Everybody's getting extended. Didn't Matt Rule just get extended too? What the fuck is going on with this TV again? Damn game cut off. Just not really the same Texas as last year. No, their offense is bad this year. Soft Bama is 4-0 against ranked teams. Yeah, Ohio State and Oklahoma used to beat a bunch of teams too when they were soft as shit. Then they'd get to the postseason and didn't win anything. That's Alabama's future. Soft doesn't mean they're not good. It means they're soft. We had Chinese for dinner tonight. What is going on with this damn channel? Damn it. The damn North Carolina game froze up on me. The other two are fine. I don't know what the fuck's going on with that North Carolina game. What is the world coming to? Vandy in the playoffs and Ballard getting laid. Yeah. What in the fuck happened? This thing, it completely froze up. I don't know what's going on. The damn remote won't work, nothing. I don't know what the fuck happened. Let me try to back out and go back in. I feel like the TV's about to explode. Impromptu Halloween costume was my old Boy Scout uniform, and it's actually weird that it still fits. It's weird that you were into Boy Scouts. Yeah, watch live. All right. I backed out and went back in. Let's see if it'll come back on. I don't know what's going on here. Yeah, it's back on now. Yeah, I had to sign up for ESPN streaming too, and it's been working fine until just now. The North Carolina game keeps freezing up now. The other two TVs are working fine, so I don't know what's going on with the North Carolina game. It keeps freezing up. I had to back out and go back in. 1st and 10 for Syracuse on their own 20, still 10-3. I bet that Boy Scout would be your best friend lost in the woods, Woo. I bet you I'll never be lost in the woods, bud. Go get a pile of Burgle's doo-doo and smear it all over yourself. When someone asks what you're dressed as, tell them football's Florida program. Damn. Straight dog shit, ain't it, Andy? Thank you for the super chat, man. Tony Vote says, what is BA dressed up as? I don't know. She looks like an Indian to me.
I'm a hippie.
But it's a hippie costume. But I think it's because she's Chinese, it makes her look like an Indian. North Carolina players look like they don't care about this game. Well, they probably don't, be honest. They probably don't. Let's not disrespect Burgle's doo-doo like that, comparing it to Florida football. Good point. Burgle's doo-doo stinks a lot less than Florida's football program. 1st and 10 on the ground for Syracuse. Might have gained a couple of yards. Still no score in the World Series. Dodgers up to bat, top of the 3rd inning, no outs. The Flower Child. Tell the Flower Child I said hi. Warren Maroney said hi.
Hi.
See how she tells you hi there?
Good morning.
Tells you good morning, too. 2nd and 8 now for Syracuse. They're on their own 32-yard line. They're down, they're up 10-3 over North Carolina. Empty backfield here with 5 wide on 2nd and 8. 8 minutes to go in the second quarter. Snap, back to throw. Under pressure, rolls right, looks downfield, throws incomplete, in and out of the hands. It's going to be 3rd and 8 now. I don't do score predictions. Burgle's costume. Monkey doesn't have a costume. Burgle does. I showed y'all the other day. Come on, they want to see your costume again. This is Burgle's costume. It says Mommy's Little Monster on the back. And it's got the little horns and that. Yep, you got to put your hood on to show the people, see? You see how the people wanted to tell you good morning in that? That's what they wanted to tell you, Burg. 4th and 8, they're going to have to punt it away here. Don't look now, but the Dodgers have a base runner. Double down the right field line. 1 out, top of the 3rd, runner on 2nd. Dodgers at the plate. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Syracuse punts the ball away here. Fielded all the way back at the 11. Returnable, though, across the 15, 20, tackled at the 21. 1st and 10, Tard Heels at their own 21. Miguel Rojas at the plate for the Dodgers. That's a ball low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner on second, 1 out, top of the third. No score. Dodgers and Blue Jays, Game 6 of the World Series. Filardi is dog shit. Foul ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. YouTube TV, your season is over. For now, it is. I can't figure out your costume. It'll come to you eventually. Maybe in your sleep. Lou Richie wants your dog. Can't have her. Can't have her. Not for sale. BA could be White Tonto at Florida State and hold the flaming toothpick. No, she's not a white frat boy. So no, she couldn't be White Tonto at Florida State. You have to be a white boy from a certain fraternity to get that job. Strike 3 called. 2 outs now for the Dodgers. Still a runner on second. Top of the third. No score. 7 strikeouts for the Blue Jays so far. Well, in the last game, the guy had 11 or 12. What the fuck was his name? It's a rookie, too, I think. I can't remember his name. Whoever pitched in the last game for the Dodgers. Or maybe it was 2 games ago, but he had 11 or 12 strikeouts. I think it was the last game, though. Shohei Ohtani was the next batter. They intentionally walked him. First base was open, so probably a smart decision there. No reason to pitch to Shohei if you don't have to. So now runners on first and second. Top of the third, 2 outs, no score. Two runners on. Ball 1 outside. No balls, 1 strike. Will Smith, the batter, 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Uh-oh, deep. Get out of there. Fair ball into corner. 1 run scores. Shohei stops at third. Dodgers take the lead 1-0 on the road in Toronto, top of the third. That was a blast to the left field corner. Fair by about 2 feet. About 5 feet from being a home run. Hit right at the bottom of the wall. Dodgers score first here, up 1-0 over the Blue Jays. Blue Jays lead the series 3-2. Now runners on second and third. Foul ball. No balls, 1 strike. Freddie Freeman up the plate now for the Dodgers. He used to play for the Braves, didn't he? Freddie Freeman. North Carolina on the ground across the 25 to the 26. Going to be 2nd and 5. Here comes the 0-1 pitch to Freddie. In the dirt. Ball. 1-1 now. Yeah, I bet the Dodgers. Money line. Braves won the World Series when Freeman was there. Okay. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runners on second and third. 2 outs. Top of the third. 1-0 Dodgers. Here comes the pitch. Inside for a ball. 2 balls and a strike now. Sam Levitt out rest of the season. I saw that. Yeah, that does suck. That does suck for him in Arizona State. Lou, what's on tomorrow's menu? We had Chinese for dinner tonight, and I only ate about half of it, so I'm going to eat leftover Chinese for lunch tomorrow. Then we're making jalapeno poppers in the afternoon, and then pizza for dinner. North Carolina, 3rd and 4, quarterback draw comes up half a yard short. 4th and 6 inches from their own 29-yard line. Down 10-3 with 6:40 to go in the first half, and they're going to send out the punt team. 3 balls and a strike now on Freddie Freeman. Low, ball 4. Bases are now drunk. Bases are juiced. Bases are drunk. Bases are loaded. Couple costume ideas for Bill and Jordan. I wish they would dress up as a couple of retired people and go away. I never had to see either one of them again. Be a good idea. Mookie Betts now at the plate for the Dodgers with the bases loaded in the top of the third. Dodgers up 1-0 over the Blue Jays. Game 6 of the World Series. Blue Jays up 3-2. Jordan could dress as a money-grubbing slut, and Bill Belichick could dress up as a college coach who has no idea what he's doing. That would probably be easy for them to do. They probably wouldn't even have to go shopping for those costumes. 1st and 10 for Syracuse on their own 27. Flea flicker goes deep. Boy, caught into traffic. How in the world? Lucky that wasn't intercepted. There was 3 DBs back there, but none of them had any idea where the ball was. And the Syracuse receiver comes down with it around midfield. But this was a dangerous throw here into traffic. Look at that. Wow. Dangerous throw, but it worked. 1st and 10 at midfield. Handoff this time goes absolutely nowhere. 2nd and 10. 1 ball, 1 strike now on Mookie Betts at the plate with the bases loaded. Top of the third. Dodgers up 1-0. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Napier looks more like a meth dealer. What, Billy Napier? It is weird that he has a like a skinhead crew cut look. That's always been weird to me. Like he has the same haircut as Edward Norton in American History X. Fucking weird. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Mookie Betts waiting on the pitch. Here it comes. Another base hit. Left field again. 1 run scores. 2 runs scored. Dodgers are going to take a 3-0 lead over the Blue Jays in the top of the third. That's great for the Pay-Lou movement there. We need the Dodgers to win this game or we're going to have to cancel all of our plans for the next while.
Oh, my God.
We're in a bad way. We're in a bad way with the Pay-Lou situation this week. We need the Dodgers to win bad.
What's the score?
3-0 Dodgers.
Okay, well.
Yeah, but there's a lot of time. I mean, it's only the 3rd inning.
Oh.
Wow, look at that 9-iron shot on that punt. Did y'all see that? Hit it the 1 yard line and spun backwards like a pitching wedge down inside the 5. Memphis with the ball in the second half now, just underway. They're up 31-7 on the road at Rice. Dodgers win tonight, but Blue Jays win it all. Yeah, 3-2 right now. The Blue Jays are up 3-2. So if the Dodgers win this one, we'll be headed to Game 7. When is Game 7? Would that be tomorrow, or do they take a day off? I don't even know. And there's a strikeout to end the inning, but not before the Dodgers take the lead. Scored 3 runs in the top of the third. Dodgers 3, Blue Jays 0. Headed to the bottom of the third now. The Cavs are up 6? No way. They came all the way. I gave up. Yeah, you're right. Well, up 4 now, 54-50. Holy shit. Yeah, I've got the Cavs -4, I think. Yeah, I've got Cavs -4 under 237. Well, I thought they were down 12 earlier. I thought that was it. Uh-oh, big play, North Carolina. Across midfield, shoved out of bounds at the 42 or 43 yard line. Big play there. Tar Heels in business here. Under 4 minutes to go in the first half. They're down 10-3, but they just had about a 50-yard gain on the ground. Crossed midfield, shoved out of bounds around the Syracuse 42 or 43 yard line. 1st and 10, Tar Heels. Big play there. I have a feeling Texas wins. I haven't bet the game, but I just have a feeling Texas beats them. Texas is in a must-win spot here. 2 losses at home. They can't afford another loss. Now, they may lose anyway. There hasn't been a single point this year where I thought Texas was better than Vandy. Like, Vandy has looked better than Texas every week. I just have a weird feeling about the game. Sports betting is a coin flip anyway. It doesn't matter whether the games are rigged or not. And it's mostly prop bets that they're rigging. It's a lot harder to rig the outcome of a game than it is a prop bet on an individual player. But whether the games are rigged or individual stat lines are rigged or games are thrown or players are tanking, it's a coin flip when you bet on sports anyway. So it doesn't even matter if they're rigged from a betting angle. I'm not a professional gambler who thinks I have some kind of edge and like I've outsmarted Vegas and all that. I just do this for fun and entertainment. So for my betting purposes, I don't give a fuck if the game is rigged or not. I mean, it literally doesn't matter. If the game is rigged, I have a 50% chance of betting on the right team. If the game is not rigged, I have a 50% chance of betting on the right team. It does. So I mean, it literally doesn't matter to me. Now, professional sports bettors who are betting thousands of dollars per game and all that, it probably matters to them. It doesn't matter to me. I couldn't care less. I'll say the same thing about Texas Vandy as Texas UGA, what Texas team is showing up, but also Vandy ain't scared of that sleepy Austin crowd. Well, they better not be sleepy tomorrow. Yeah, I don't bet on sports because I think I'm really good at it. Like, I mean, I tell y'all all the time, I'm a sick, degenerate gambler, but you're going to lose money if you gamble on sports. It's that simple. If you bet one game and win, and then you never gamble again, you'll be a lifetime winner. Other than that, you're going to be a lifetime loser. You're going to lose in the long run, period. You're just going to lose, and you're going to lose. The more you bet, the more likely you are to lose. That's in anything, not just sports betting. And anything else, too. Blackjack, roulette, 3-card poker, craps, whatever. The longer you do it, the more likely you are to lose. First and 10, North Carolina, after that big gain on the ground. Goes nowhere, though. Second down. Blue Jays now with a base hit in the bottom of the third. A double to start off the inning. So a leadoff double for the Blue Jays here. Has a runner on second. They're down 3-0 to the Dodgers. Game 6 of the World Series. Blue Jays up 3 games to 2. Like the 6-week winning streak that I'm on gambling, it's pure luck. It's no, I haven't figured something out on these games that I'm betting on. It's just I could just have easily be on a 6-week losing streak, and I've been on 6-week losing streaks before. It's pure luck is all it is. you can EV bet and profit. Well, then quit your job and do it. Quit your job and become a professional EV bettor. Start tomorrow. I want a weekly report on how that's going. I'm taking Southern Cal in the Nebraska game. For the same reason I'm taking Tennessee in the Oklahoma game. I don't think Nebraska's got enough offense to win that game. Still 31-7, Memphis up on Rice. They got the ball on their own 35, pass complete out to the 39, gain of 4. Second down coming up for Memphis. 11 minutes to go in the third. Jeremy Pruitt cleared to be an analyst for Jackson State. Oh, that's great news. Lou, I don't do betting. Good. But if you change your mind, download the Sleeper app. You'll be glad you did. Use the promo code Lou, L-O-U. And they're going to give you a free $20 play over there. All you got to do is download the app using the link in the description down below. Use the promo code Lou, create a new account, and they're going to give you a free $20 play over on Sleeper. You might change your mind about the betting thing. Give it a shot. Download the Sleeper app today. You'll be glad you did. You'll be glad you did, bud. You don't even have to worry about who's going to win or lose the game. You're just picking over or under on stat lines for individual players. So go ahead and give it a whirl. Three balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bottom of the third. Blue Jays up to bat. The Dodgers scored 3 runs in the top of the third to take the 3-0 lead. Runner on second for the Blue Jays with 1 out. Here comes the pitch. Base hit. Nope. Snagged by the second baseman. Now 2 outs. 2 outs, bottom of the third. Blue Jays at the plate. North Carolina with the ball, 2nd and 9. 2 minutes to go in the first half. Pass complete behind the line of scrimmage to the running back out of the backfield. Makes the first man miss, but not the second. Gets down to about the 25. It's going to be 3rd down now for the Tar Heels. Runner on 3rd now for the Blue Jays. 2 outs, bottom of the 3rd. Ball 1. Springer at the plate for the Blue Jays. Yamamoto, your pitcher for the Dodgers. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. In the dirt. 2 balls, no strikes. I think we were all on ESPN streaming. Yeah, I downloaded the ESPN app once Disney yanked their channels off of YouTube TV. So I have YouTube TV still. I didn't cancel it, but I just signed up for the ESPN app. Ball 3 now. 3-0 with a runner on 3rd. 2 outs in the bottom of the 3rd. Blue Jays up to bat. Check swing that time. Ump says no, he didn't go. 3 balls, no strikes. I haven't decided what I'm doing on the YouTube streams tomorrow. The Patreon stream is at 3:30, but I don't know what the, there's a hit to center field. That's going to score a run. 3-1 now. Blue Jays get on the board in the bottom of the 3rd. Cut the deficit down to 2. Still 2 outs. Come on, Dodgers. We need to get out of the inning here. Need to get out of the inning here. What you come prancing around in here for like somebody owes you money or something? What are you doing? I know you aren't a baseball guy, but did you ever play, and if so, what position? I played through high school, mostly catcher and outfield, center field. Well, I played foul ball. No balls, one strike. Uh, in Little League, I played like catcher and shortstop and pitched a little. In middle school, I played outfield. In high school, I went back to catcher and center field in high school. But I only played 1 year of baseball in high school. High fly ball to left field. Plenty of room, though. Dodgers make the catch, and that's the end of the inning. Blue Jays get on the board, though, 3-1. Now the score, Dodgers on top, headed to the fourth inning. Third and 2, North Carolina might have lost a yard. It's going to be fourth down, and they're probably going to have to kick another field goal here on 4th and 3. $29.99 for ESPN Unlimited. Yeah, that's what I did. That's what I did. What happened to Menace to Sports? What do you mean what happened to him? Nothing happened to him that I know of. How are you watching the Syracuse game? On the ESPN Unlimited app. Cave Spring, Georgia? Where's that at? Is that up north somewhere? Sounds like it might be in the mountains somewhere. Well, I've never heard of that before. I'm one of the few people who are keeping YouTube TV. I still have YouTube TV. I didn't cancel it. They're giving you a $20 credit for this month while they try to get ESPN back. Navy's the lock of the week. They're probably going to run for 500 yards. I know that. YouTube jail for a week. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Yeah, that's happened to me before too. I don't know. Did he say why? Did he say what he did or what they say he did? Field goal is good. 10-6 is now the score. Syracuse up 4 with 30 seconds to go in the first half. Right outside of Rome, Georgia, northwest Georgia. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't get up that way all that much except for when I drive through there to go to Cherokee, North Carolina. But I've never really spent any time up there. I mean, I've stayed in the North Georgia mountains a few times. Like I don't even really know where. You just go online, cabin in the North Georgia mountains or whatever, and rent a cabin for the weekend. But of course, Helen. I've been to Helen a bunch of times, but I don't know too much about anything else up that way. I'm a Savannah, Augusta, Atlanta guy. Three months in Augusta was enough for me. Seed Vision says I'm from Augusta. Yeah, I grew up in Augusta. Yeah, I went to Westside High School. Hunting in the morning and watching football afterwards like always. Yeah, I don't do the hunting deal. I'm not into all that. Halftime of the Syracuse North Carolina game, Syracuse with a 10-6 lead. So a real barn burner there. Real barn burner there. The Dodgers still up 3-1. They're into the fourth inning now. 2 outs. Dodgers are up to bat. Better check the Cavs game. The Cavs are up 4 right now. 3.5 minutes to go in the third quarter of that one. The NBA is doing their, the NBA Cup. It's like a mini tournament that the NBA does, and they started that this weekend. Their little, the NBA Cup, I think they call it. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the inning. Top of the fourth, Dodgers up 3-1. Game 6 of the World Series. Blue Jays lead the series 3-2. This game in Toronto. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. In the dirt, low. 2-2. Why does Lou hate Tennessee specifically so much? I've never understood it. I don't hate Tennessee. Did Raiola ruin his NFL career by going to Nebraska? I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, I just don't think he's that good. I mean, it's only his second year. You know, he might be better next year, but he doesn't look like an NFL player right now. If you're an NFL player, the NFL will find you no matter what school you're at. I mean, the NFL drafts players from the FCS and all kinds of schools every single year. If you're good enough to play in the NFL will find you no matter where you're at. How many ranked teams will lose tomorrow? Oh, God, I have no idea. Rice with the ball, and they're driving here. They just won't give up in this game, even though they're getting blowed out. It's 31-7. 3.5 minutes to go in the game, but Rice is in the red zone. Look at him, trying real hard. Back to throw now, into the end zone, incomplete. Had a man open and just missed him. 2nd and 10 now for Rice. I remember when the Texas State fans drank all the beer at the SMU Stadium at the First Responders Bowl. You enlightened me a little bit on those tiebreakers this morning in the SEC. I don't know how I did that because they're confusing as shit. I don't even understand them. Had a quarter of a deer given to me last evening. Trophy hunters just wanted the rack neck and hooves. Big old, probably tough buck 18-pointer. I know what about half of that means. Yeah, I know what about half of that means. Yeah. Is saying better than Raiola? Looks better to me. They're both second-year guys, and Sayin looks a lot better. Lou, each team's O-line should do a food eating contest to decide which team should get in if they have a tie. I was thinking that head-to-head matters even when there are multiple one-loss teams going for one spot. It can't matter because they don't play each other. I mean, if Bama loses a game and at the end of the year, A&M has no conference losses, and Bama, Georgia, and Ole Miss each have one conference loss, head-to-head is irrelevant because they didn't all play each other. Head-to-head only matters when there's two teams tied. If there's more than two teams tied, then it goes to a different set of tiebreakers to determine the tiebreaker between three or more teams. You can go to the SEC website and read the tiebreakers, but you'll be even more confused after you read them than you are now. Memphis with an interception, so there's so much for Rice scoring a touchdown on that drive. And on top of that, Rice is going to have a late hit here. All right, bottom of the fourth now. Blue Jays back up to bat. Down 3-1. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. at the plate. He's 0 for 1 today. Dodgers 3, Toronto 1. Game 6 of the World Series. Blue Jays up 3-2. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Just think Ravioli could have been a Georgia Bulldog. Could have, but he wouldn't have played yet. That's why he's not a Georgia Bulldog. He went somewhere he could play right away. Well, I say he wouldn't have played yet. I guess we don't really know. We don't really know. He wouldn't have played his first year. Carson Beck would have played last year. And then it would have, it would have been between him and Gunnar Stockton for who played this year. Can't wait to watch my team get worked by Duke tomorrow. Clemson, right? I think his uncle was already there. There's a base hit for the Blue Jays to left field. Stops at first base. So 1 out, bottom of the fourth. The Blue Jays have a runner on first. They're down 3-1 though. What's the live stream schedule tomorrow? 3:30 on Patreon, 9 a.m. in the morning for the kickoff show. So 9 a.m. on YouTube for the kickoff show, 3:30 on Patreon for the afternoon games. And we're doing another giveaway tomorrow on the Patreon stream too. The fourth one. The last giveaway is tomorrow. The $1,000 giveaway. The last one is tomorrow. And then we're going to do another one in December. What is the over-under of Texas fans throwing bottles at the game, like the game versus UGA last year? If they get a bad call they don't like, they may do it again because it worked for them last time. The referees caved into them last time when they did it. So when you reward trash behavior, you can expect to get more trash behavior in the future. I don't know yet, Mason. Oh. You coming in here, Monk? Come here. Come here, baby. Come on. Come here. Come here, too. Not gonna come over here? You not gonna come over here? Come here. Come on. Come on. Burgle's not gonna bother you. Come here. Come on. Texas is a volleyball school. Well, they ought to join the Pac-12 with the rest of the volleyball schools, shouldn't they? I need to win that money to pay down some credit card debt. Well, good luck. Good luck. Somebody's going to win it tomorrow at 3:30. Lou, did you get on any coaching firings occurring this next week? What? If the Grateful Dead needed a third drummer, you look ready. Shout out to the Grateful Dead. I'm not a Grateful Dead fan, but shout out to the Grateful Dead, though. Texas over Vandy? Yeah, I like that, too. Yeah, the cat don't like coming in here when I'm standing up and walking around and yelling and screaming and shit. If Ryan Day beats Michigan this year, I have a theory that Ohio State will go back to annual unexplainable losses to unranked Big Ten teams. That was a Meyer hallmark. I don't know. They haven't lost to any unranked teams yet this year. And I think they're going to beat Michigan, so I don't know. Thank you, NASCAR, for the super chat. I think Ohio State's going 12-0. I think Indiana's going 12-0. I can't believe Hugh Freeze still has a job either. I'm hoping Auburn decides to keep him, but I don't think he'll be the coach there next year. But I hope he is, because he's a disaster who doesn't have any idea what he's doing. Now he's done benched Jackson Arnold now. Penn State has been underwhelming, but they are still loaded with talent. I think they can keep it close. With Ohio State? Shit. I don't know. I don't know about that. Ohio State's a 3-touchdown favorite. Is there a point of firing coaches at this point? Is there any coaches left to hire? Yeah, you hire a coach away from somewhere else. I saw the glow-in-the-dark uniforms, yeah. For Coastal Carolina. Lou is my brother tonight, yeah. What's up, brother? What's up, brother? What's up, brother? I'm the undercover brother, 00 Negro. Are you allowed to say that? Cancel me if you cancel Lou if you're not allowed to say that. Dodgers up to the plate now, top of the 5th inning, fly out to right field for the first out. Dodgers still up 3-1 over the Blue Jays. Shohei Ohtani back up to the plate. Ari Maeda maybe might hold out for Cliff Kingsbury. Where's he at now? Southern Cal? Where is Cliff Kingsbury at now? Strike 1 on Shohei. No balls, 1 strike. Dodgers were out of character in games 3 and 4. Yeah, they couldn't score. Couldn't score. Looks like Memphis has scored again here at the end of the 3rd quarter. 38-7 now the score there. $38-7. That's 45 points of keeping score at home. Let's check in on the Cavs. The Cavs are losing again. They're now losing by 4. So they were down 12 and then up 6. Now they're down 4. End of the 3rd quarter. We've got Cavs -4 and the under. The under is going to hit unless it goes to overtime. They're way under the total. So worst case scenario there, we go 1-1 in the NBA game. Still could still have a chance there with the Cavs -4, but they need a big 4th quarter. Arizona Cardinals fan here. I hate that man. Cliff Kingsbury. Yeah, shout out to Welcome Back Cotter. Great show. Shout out to Lou. Yes, that might be the best shout out we've had all day. Shout out to me. Thank you, Basson. And yeah, go Dogs. Shohei with a fly ball to left field, but foul and out of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes, top of the 5th inning, 1 out for the Dodgers. They're up 3-1. Ba 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 ba. Baylor getting left in the dust by SMU and Texas Tech with the money. I can't believe they're letting that happen. Well, they need to pass the collection plate around all these Baptist. There's a Baptist church on every fucking corner around here. They ought to start sending some of that money to Baylor. The Baptist church has got to be loaded. I mean, absolutely loaded. There's more Baptist churches around here than there are gas stations. Surely Baylor could make some sort of requirement where every Baptist church in the country has to send them some kind of percentage. I mean, wouldn't God want it that way? I mean, the whole church thing is built on basically a pyramid scheme anyway. You always have to be paying the money up, you know? BYU's NIL going crazy. Yeah, the problem is they can only buy Mormons. So, no one wants to go there. Like, that's the problem. What kind of decent college-aged male is going to agree to go to BYU where if you have sex with somebody, you get kicked off the team? I mean, what kind of a dumbass do you have to be to go to college and agree to be celibate the whole time you're there? That's retarded as fuck. What's the point of going to college if you're not going to sleep with people? So it doesn't really matter how much NIL money they have. As long as they have those stupid fucking rules, they're never going to get the talent to win anything. And they don't give a shit. They're not like these other schools that'll sweep shit under the rug. Fuck, they kicked their best player off the team. They kicked their starting quarterback off the team because he had consensual sex with a female. I mean, what kind of dog shit is that? You got to be out of your mind to go there and agree to that. They yelling at you out there, Burgle? What are they yelling at you about out there? Are you in there? Were you misbehaving in there? How do you even find out? Well, he admitted it. He was accused of sexual assault is what happened. A girl accused him of sexual assault, and she had went to the hospital, and so there was DNA. Now, whether or not he assaulted her or not, I'm not getting into all that, but the case was thrown out. But in an interview with the school, his defense against the assault claim was that I didn't assault her, it was consensual. And they said they were more mad about that. They were more mad that he had consensual sex with a female than they were about him being accused of assault. And so they kicked him off the team. Second half about to get started here, North Carolina and Syracuse. Syracuse is going to get the ball first here to start the second half. The comment section bet today is on Syracuse to win the game. We put up the poll at the beginning of the stream, and everybody in the comment section voted, and it was like 70% picked Syracuse to win. So we have a bet on Syracuse to win the game. I have a bet I made on the under in this game. Still 38-7, Memphis all over Rice there. Fourth quarter underway. Syracuse with the ball first here. 1st and 10 on their own 25. Play action pass. Complete out in the flat to the tight end. Picks up about 8 yards before he's shoved out of bounds. 2nd and short coming up for the Fruit. BYU isn't beating Texas Tech. Yeah, probably not. They got their quarterback back now too. Or at least they're supposed to. Texas A&M students are also celibate, but involuntarily. Yeah. That's likely. Second and 2 goes absolutely nowhere for Syracuse. Might have lost a yard. 3rd down coming up now for the Fruit. First possession of the second half. 14 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Memphis has the ball, backed up on their own 9-yard line, 1st and 10. Shotgun, motion, snap, handoff. No, the quarterback's going to keep it. Gets around the corner, close to a 1st down, and I think he got one up near the 20. Incomplete pass on 3rd and 2 for the Fruit. They're going to have to punt it away. It is a 1st down. 1st and 10, Memphis on their own 20. They're up 38-7 over Rice. That was Texas A&M that used to do the bonfire, but then they killed a bunch of people, so they're not allowed to do it anymore. Uh-oh, big play for Memphis here on a wheel route all the way up to the 40. Gain of about 20. Syracuse punts it away on 4th and 2. North Carolina calls for the fair catch and makes it at the 27-yard line. 1st and 10, Tar Heels. This will be their first possession of the second half. I'm smoking what Lou looks like he's selling. 1st and 10, Memphis on their own 39-yard line. 12:50 to go in the game. 38-7, Memphis all over Rice. Blowout. Snap. Quarterback scrambling around. Gets around the corner. Tackled at the 44. Gain of about 4 yards. First and 10, North Carolina trying to set up a screen. There he goes, across midfield. It could be a touchdown. God damn it. It is a touchdown. A little middle screen to the wide receiver. Got lost in traffic, popped out the other side, and was gone down the sideline. And that's going to be a touchdown for North Carolina. 72-yard play. And North Carolina's going to take the lead. That's not good. That's not good. I'm pulling for Bill Belichick, but you're in the minority. Hey, Lou. No, we're on Syracuse, not North Carolina. 1st and 10, Memphis at midfield now. Keep it on the ground this time for no gain. 2nd and 10 coming up for Memphis. Bet Syracuse money line now. I already have a bet on Syracuse money line. Dodgers still up 3-1 over Toronto. Bottom of the 5th inning. 1 out. Blue Jays up to bat. The Cavs have now pulled ahead over the Raptors, 90-86. They're up 4. We've got the Cavs -4. And the under. The under is definitely going to hit. They're going to get nowhere near the over. But we need the Cavs to pull away here. 6:50 to go in the 4th quarter. Need the Cavs to pull away. Lou, are we back in the green? No. I'm buried this week, buddy. I don't think there's any way I can have a winning week this week. Best I can do is try to put a dent in the hole tomorrow on the college football games. But I'm probably, unless I'm like 7-0 or 8-0 or something like that betting the games tomorrow, it's going to be a losing week for me. Anybody watching Brown versus Penn? No. No one's watching that. Another late night underdog money line could save us again. It would take something crazy like that for me this week. What's the baseball score? 3-1. Dodgers up on the Blue Jays. Bottom of the 5th inning. Blue Jays up to bat. 2 outs. Runner on first. When you are down big, parlay is the way to get out. No, when you're down big, parlay is the way to get down even more. Tennessee will definitely lose tomorrow since you bet Tennessee to win. The way things are going, you might not be wrong. There's out number 3 in the 5th inning for the Blue Jays. We'll be headed to the 6th inning now. 3-1 Dodgers. I need the Dodgers to win. I don't even know who's in what conference. Stanford play was epic. Yeah, we cleaned up on that one. We need another one of those. Cleaned up on that Stanford-Florida State game. Figuring out the Big 12 was like reaching in a hat. Yeah, it's a mess. It's a mess. Thank you, Chandler, for the super chat. I appreciate that, buddy. No Kennesaw State love, Lou. I don't care one way or the other about Kennesaw State. Still a 4-point game. Cavs up 90-86 over the Raptors. We've got the Cavs -4, so that's going to be close on the Pay-Lou there. I got to pee. I'll be right back. Go get some water. All right, 13-10 now. Syracuse down 3. 12.5 minutes to go in the third. Dodgers up to bat now, top of the 6th. Freddie Freeman at the plate, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Thoughts on Jeff Landry handling of LSU? He shouldn't be handling LSU. He's not, he's the governor. He shouldn't have anything to do with it. It's clown behavior. And it's going to end with a clown hire. And whoever they hire, it's not going to work because politics ruins everything it touches. So it's going to be a disaster, is my prediction. Lou should do a rigged wheel parlay type bet. Second and 6 for Syracuse. We need them to score. They're going to hand it off here. Not a lot of room. Gains about 3 yards. 3rd and 3 coming up for Syracuse now. One out now for the Dodgers in the top of the 6th. They're still up 3-1. Lou, will you break a TV again if Georgia Tech beats UGA? I don't pre-plan reactions. If you pre-plan a reaction, it's not a reaction. Have you ever pre-planned a reaction to something? That's called acting. I have no idea what my reaction to any game is going to be until I react to it. That's the whole point, buddy. Leave Uncle Lou alone about what he does in the bathroom. What? I went to pee. Thoughts on YouTube TV getting rid of Disney? YouTube TV didn't get rid of Disney. Disney got rid of YouTube TV. Fourth and 1. Syracuse is going to go for it, and they pick it up. Boy, gutsy call inside their own 45-yard line there, but they picked up the first down across midfield. And they appear to be pretty excited about it based on that guy's reaction. 2 outs now on the top of the 6th. Dodgers up to bat. A 3-1 lead on the Blue Jays. That ball's in the dirt. No balls, or 1 ball, 1 strike. Do you think Virginia Tech will be good? When? I mean, we have to know who the head coach is first if you're talking about next year or whatever. Uh-oh, quarterback draw, big gain right up the middle, gain of about 25. They're down in the red zone now. Let's go, Fruit. Let's go, Fruit. Come on, man. Hey, Lou. Come on, Fruit. Still 38-7, Memphis up on Rice. Rice with a quarterback draw here on 2nd and 7, picks up about 4 yards. 3rd and 3 coming up. Oh, boy. That looked like a dangerous play there from Syracuse. Nearly fumbled the ball. Instead, they'll settle for a 5-yard loss. 2nd and long coming up for Syracuse now. Another ball in the dirt from the Blue Jays is going to make it 2 balls, 2 strikes now. 2 outs in the top of the 6th. Dodgers up 3-1. Game 6 of the World Series. Memphis 3rd and 1 now. Quarterback draw. First down. Rice picked it up. 3rd and 1 for Rice. They picked up the first down, game 2. Under 9 minutes to go in the game. 38-7 is the score. 2nd and 14. Empty backfield. Syracuse. Another quarterback draw. Oh, North Carolina ready for it that time. Only picked up a couple of yards. Went to that well one too many times, dummy. 3rd and about 12 coming up for the Fruit. Under 9 minutes to go in the 3rd. Springer needs to hit a jack for the Jays to stay in it. Fuck the Jays. I'm on the Dodgers. 1st and 10. Rice gains about 5. Here's the third down play for Syracuse. Well, first the quarterback has to look over to the sideline and get his permission slip signed. All right, now he's ready again. 4 wide for the fruit. Shotgun. Snap. Back to throw. Sacked. It's going to be 4th in oblivion. I don't know what they'll do here. It would be a real long field goal. We'll see what they do. Blue Jays need to win the World Series, Lou. Well, then they need to win it in Game 7, not Game 6, because I'm on the Dodgers and I need a win. We can root for the Blue Jays in Game 7. You think Virginia Tech will be good if they get James Franklin? They'll be way better than they were. That'd be the best coach they've had since Frank Beamer 25 years ago. 4th and 18. They are going to try a field goal here to tie it up. It's going to be a 55-yarder. Did they just take a delay a game? Holy shit. You're lined up for a 55-yard field goal and you can't get the fucking snap off, delay a game. Now it's going to be a 60-yard field goal. You're going to have to punt. God, how retarded can you be to take a delay a game on a 55-yard field goal? Holy shit. Holy shit. No, that's how you end up being 3-5 and maybe about to be 3-6 now and 2-0. So we better check the Raptors score because Syracuse is pissing me off. Yeah, the Cavs are losing by 4. Now, I swear every time I look, the Cavs are either losing by 4 or winning by 4. Right now, they're losing by 4. Absolute dog shit from the Cavs. Down 4 at home to something called the Raptors. 3 minutes to go in the game. Syracuse punts it into the end zone again because they're retarded. Still down 13-10. North Carolina with the lead, 7:18 to go in the third quarter. Hey, the Raptors are a good team. Are they, though? Because they're 1-4. Ohtani and Wemby have the same mother. What? Wemby is unbelievable. He's unbelievable. First and 10, Rice at the 15. Gain of 4 down to the 11. Second down now for coming up for Rice. Yeah, Wemby's like 7'5", 7'6". Handles the ball like a guard. Have y'all seen? I mean, he's like 360 dunks and behind the back dunks and spin moves and dribble between his legs. I mean, he's like a point guard that's 7'7". I mean, it's ridiculous. 2nd and 6 now for Rice on the Memphis 11. Motion. Quarterback keeps, has room. Down to the 2. 1st and goal, Rice now at the 2. Too little, too late. 38-7, Memphis all over Rice. Quarterback keeps again, tackled at the line of scrimmage for no gain that time. 2nd and goal coming up for Rice. Bottom of the 6th inning now, Blue Jays up to bat. Dodgers still up 3-1. 2nd and goal for Memphis. Quarterback keeps again. Tackled again, this time for a loss of a yard. So 3 or 4 quarterback runs in a row, and they're getting worse every time they do it. 3rd and goal now for Rice from the 3. 1 out in the bottom of the 6th. The Blue Jays up to bat. Yamamoto's still pitching for the Dodgers. That ball is in the dirt. 1 ball and no strikes. There's a strike. 1-1 now. Here's the 3rd and goal play. Quarterback hands it off this time. Gets back to the line of scrimmage, though. That's it. It's going to be 4th and goal. Might as well go for it, I guess. Don't you down 38-7? No point in kicking a field goal. You might as well go for it. Nico Harrison is a terrorist. Us fans needed that. I'm not sure what that means. North Carolina with the ball now after that Syracuse punt. 7 minutes to go in the 3rd. North Carolina 13, Syracuse 10. Rice took a timeout here before this 4th and goal play. Yeah. Oh, you know what we need to do? Move the helmets back. Time to take these losers off the wall. Don't worry, some of them will lose again tomorrow. We can put them right back on here. Right, Oklahoma man? Might well leave the LSU helmet over here too. They play Alabama next. Alabama's liable to beat them by 50. Yep. Let's see. LSU will go somewhere around there. Missouri. What else we got over here? Oklahoma. Florida State. Go right up there. Colorado. Let's put Colorado right there. Illinois. Illinoising. How about they're Illinoising. Arizona State is down bad this year. Now they got no Sam Levitt. Now the quarterback is hurt. It goes from bad to worse, I swear. Mississippi State. Mississippi State. All right. Oh, what's up with the top 15 shelf now? There's a big play by North Carolina on 1st down. Picks up a 1st down. What's up with the top 15? Let's see here. Got to fix the top 15 shelf now. Let's see. Ohio State, Indiana, Texas A&M, Alabama, Georgia, Oregon. Sorry, Oregon. You beat Wisconsin 21-7. That's dog shit, my man. Ole Miss, Texas Tech. Sorry, Miami. You haven't looked good the last couple of weeks. Gotta move you down. Gotta move you down. Ole Miss, Texas Tech. Georgia Tech, Miami. Is Georgia Tech the best team in the ACC? Maybe. Maybe. Georgia Tech, Miami. BYU, Vandy. BYU, Vandy. Notre Dame. Tennessee back in the top 15. Shout out to Tard Nation. Tennessee back up to number 14. And then Louisville. Where the fuck? Louisville. Red shit here. Spread this shit out some. Here comes that 4th and goal play for Rice with 3.5 minutes to go in the game. All right, there we go. Shelves are fixed. 4th and goal, Rice, shotgun. Quarterback rolls right, nowhere to go. Throws, intercepted in the end zone. But there is a flag in the end zone. They're going to call pass interference or holding, but on who? If that's on Memphis, it gives Rice an automatic 1st down. It is on Memphis. That'll give Rice an automatic 1st down. First and goal now. So instead of a turnover on downs, it's going to be a first and goal for Rice. Raptors are going to beat them. Well, we have the under in that game too. Yeah, the Raptors won, but I hit the under, so we went 1-1 on that game. I'd rather go 2-0 because you don't make no money when you go 1-1. But I had the under and the Cavs, so we went 1-1 on the NBA game. So we definitely need the Dodgers to hang on. Definitely need the Dodgers to hang on. Need Syracuse to win too, don't we? We need Syracuse to win and the Dodgers to win. North Carolina's back in the red zone again. What are we doing? What are we doing here? 3rd and 15 for North Carolina with 2.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Rice scored and kicked the extra point, 38-14 now. 3rd and 15 for North Carolina. Play action, pass, complete. Close to a first down. Gained about 12 or 13 yards. Not enough, though. It's going to be 4th and 1. I guess they'll kick another field goal here. Lou, didn't you put money on Texas? I haven't bet that game yet, but if I bet it, I'll bet Texas, though. My pick is Texas to win, but I haven't bet it yet. We don't have a bread fetish, Lou DW. I don't have no idea what you're talking about. No clue. Bud. This North Carolina game is freezing up again. The ESPN app is down bad. Dodgers still winning 3-1, but the Blue Jays have runners on 1st and 2nd in the bottom of the 6th with 2 outs. Let's see if the Dodgers can get out of this inning here. Foul ball. 1st and 10, North Carolina at the Syracuse 12. And it freezes up again. This ESPN app is dog shit. YouTube just needs to pay the ransom or whatever it is to Disney and put the shit back on YouTube. No balls, 1 strike. Bottom of the 6th with 2 outs and runners on 1st and 2nd. North Carolina down inside the 5. It looks like, I don't know, I'm seeing like every 30th frame. I don't know what's going on with the ESPN app. Second and 3 for North Carolina now, coming up on the end of the third quarter. 10 seconds to go. They're at the 5. Handoff, gets to the outside and scores. North Carolina's going to take a 20-10 lead now over the Fruit. ESPN app can't handle all the new traffic. That might be what it is. That might be what it is. Canceled YouTube TV and went to Hulu. Had to do it or wouldn't be no college football this weekend. Yeah, I signed up for the ESPN app. I kept YouTube TV. It's always like that. I don't know. I'm watching the Memphis Rice game on ESPN app on a different TV. I'm not having any problems with it. It's only the North Carolina game that keeps freezing up. So I don't, and I'm sure there's a lot more people trying to watch the North Carolina Syracuse game than are watching the Memphis Rice game on ESPN2. But it hasn't frozen or buffered a single time. But the North Carolina Syracuse game's been doing it the entire time. How did Syracuse beat Clemson? Well, they had their starting quarterback in that game, but they lost their quarterback in that game, and they haven't won a game since that game. UNC moneyline is looking good for the Baylor, man. Yeah, it is, and bad for Lou. They had Angel and he got hurt in that game. Yeah, he got hurt in the Clemson game, and they haven't won a game since then. Haven't won a game since then. Even Texas might beat North Carolina. Syracuse down bad. You think Haynes King deserves to be mentioned when people talk about the Heisman? No. Is football officially not on YouTube TV tomorrow? Well, ESPN is not on YouTube tomorrow, but NBC, CBS, Fox, FS1, all that's on YouTube TV. It's college football didn't get taken off YouTube TV. All the Disney channels got taken off of YouTube TV. All right, we need Syracuse to get it together on offense here. Top of the seventh inning, Dodgers still up 3-1. Dodgers up to bat with 1 out. Foul ball. 0-2 to count. Syracuse with the ball in their own 25, now down 10. 8 seconds to go in the third quarter. And it froze again. So I don't know what happened. The ESPN app is in a bad way, I think. I'm enjoying my overpriced, reliable cable right now. Someone needs to threaten Disney and tell them that we demand that they give us ESPN. How much is the ESPN app? $29.99. $29.99. 50-50 chance Florida leads at halftime. I mean, it's a 50-50 chance anybody is beating Georgia at halftime. Lou, start betting on the Bulls. They're undefeated. Well, a team's record doesn't have anything to do with you bet on a point spread. So, I mean, them being undefeated isn't a reason to bet on them. What's their record against a spread? That would be a reason to bet on them. Georgia will start out quick. I can feel it. I hope so. Have you made fun of Tennessee for their dark modes yet? Are they doing that gimmick tomorrow for Oklahoma? They have a different uniform gimmick every week, don't they? You know what I'm going to do? I am going to do this. And turn this one off. Tennessee has only had a uniform change once this season, and it's tomorrow. There's only 2 scheduled. I don't believe that. That's not true. They have worn more than 2 different uniform combinations this season. No, they've worn more than 2. They've worn different color helmets. They've worn different color jerseys and pants combinations. They don't have just a home and away. They've worn more than 2 different uniforms this year. No, it's not true. No. The Bulls are undefeated against the spread, Lou. Is that true? It is true. 4-0. They only played 4 games? TCU been wearing the chrome look helmets a lot this year. Consolation prize for the fans, I guess. Yeah. They've worn more than 2 different uniform combinations this year. I don't know what those people are talking about in the chat. Georgia Tech does a uniform reveal video every week on their YouTube channel because it's a different combination or a special uniform. Lou gonna be mad about what? Lou looks like Jim Kelly. Did I miss something on the game? What's gonna make me mad? Syracuse stole an interception or something? Is that what I just saw? Yeah, Fruit's gonna lose. Just have to hope for the under now. We have the under. We have Syracuse to win and the under. Comment section should be fired for picking Syracuse. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I see the replay now. North Carolina recovered the fumble. Yeah, Fruit spoiled the minute that quarterback got hurt. First and 10, North Carolina starting off in Syracuse territory after that fumble. Keep it on the ground for a gain of about 2. 12:45 to go in the fourth quarter. Miami better beat Syracuse by 28. Uniforms don't win games. They don't lose them either. I was the one North Carolina vote in the poll. It was 70-30. So there were people that voted on North Carolina. The poll was 70-30 in favor of Syracuse. I don't do score predictions. Uh-oh. Blue Jays with a double. Bottom of the 7th. A 2-out double for the Blue Jays. Come on, Dodgers. Don't fuck it up. First down, North Carolina down to the 20. They're going to score again. You'll offend the Ducks fans about the uniforms comment. Hiring a new coach sometimes is like not knowing whether you're fast food, fries, or hot or not. North Carolina throws into the end zone, caught, touchdown. They're going to blow Syracuse out. It's going to be 27-10 now. All right, 3-1, Dodgers up over the Blue Jays. Bottom of the 7th inning. Runner on second. We need the Dodgers to get out of this inning. Strike one, no balls, 1 strike. We just need 1 more out. Come on, Dodgers. Come on, Dodgers. Here comes the extra point for North Carolina. It's good. 27-10. They're all over the fruit now. Foul ball. 0-2 is the count. First ACC win for Belichick. I think so, isn't it? I think it is. Lou put the Syracuse helmet on. Your season is over. Well, no excuse for losing to North Carolina. No balls, 2 strikes. Come on, strike this motherfucker out in the inning. Strike this motherfucker out. 0-2. Bottom of the 7th, 2 outs. Ball high. 1-2 now. There was a penalty on the extra point. North Carolina's got to re-kick it. Snap, hold, kick, good again. 27-10. That's 37 points. We've got under 45, so we can only afford 1 more touchdown. Another foul ball. Still 1-2. 2 outs. Bottom of the 7th. Where's the lady? She was in here earlier. She's in the living room now. Ball 2. 2-2 now. Come on, man. Strike this motherfucker out. Strike this woozy out. Who is this fucking Jimenez woozy? Strike this motherfucker out. 2-2. 2 outs. Runner on second. 3-1. Dodgers on top. Another foul ball. Still 2-2. Lagway gets 3 touchdowns on Georgia. Not going to mean much when you lose 35-21. Strike three. There we go. Come on. All right, we're 6 outs away from winning the Dodgers bet. 6 outs away from winning the Dodgers bet. Burgle's right there. Florida fans like to brag that they were winning 10-3 before Lagway got hurt last year. Oh yeah, they spent all offseason bragging about losing to Georgia. All offseason. Lagway threw one deep ball against guys. Lagway was like, what was Lagway? Like one of 4, what was, or 2 of 6 or something like that last year passing against Georgia. They bragged about it all offseason. He was like 2 for 6. Never seen a Northwestern fan. There ain't a lot of them, that's for sure. Yeah, they spent all offseason bragging about that loss to Georgia. Florida did. They got a lot of losses to brag about this year, though, don't they? Octavian is down bad. He stays down bad. Octavian does. He stays down bad. You feel bad for Octavian? Why? You have to feel bad for Octavian. All right, North Carolina kicks it off. Only thing we can do now is hope the under hits in that North Carolina game. What do we have? I forget what we had there. What is it? Under 45. Under 45. There is a basketball game that hadn't come on yet. The Pelicans at the Clippers. But the Clippers are a huge favorite. Dodgers up to bat in the top of the 8th inning. Fly out to right field. Out number 1. They're still up 3-1 over the Blue Jays. When we get Kiffin, we will be unstoppable, says some retard in the comments section. Dude shows up at the perfect time always. Who? If Florida lands Kiffin, I do believe he'll make them a contender. Oh, there's Octavian. What's up, Octavian? People were just saying they feel sorry for you. You believe that? 1st and 10 for Syracuse, down 17, though. They're in a bad way here at home against North Carolina. Shotgun back to throw. Steps up, takes off running. Close to a first down, going to be about a yard short. 2nd and 1 now for the Fruit. Lou going to be mad when Georgia loses tomorrow. No, I'll be mad when Georgia loses their third game, whenever that is. That's when I'll be mad. All the coaches are getting raises now because there's so many job openings. These schools are afraid somebody's going to come after their coach. Matt Rule got one. Now Rhett Lashley gets one. Has Lane Kiffin gotten one? Bill Belichick getting more than just candy tonight. All right, top of the 8th inning, 1 out. Dodgers up to bat. Shohei Ohtani at the plate. Dodgers with a 2-run lead here. Foul ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now there's 1 out in the top of the 8th. Florida needs to hire Lane Kiffin or they will remain down bad. 2 strikes now on Shohei Ohtani. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Top of the 8th, 1 out. I think Penn State might wait until the end of the season and hire Brian Kelly. Billy Napier's available. Yeah, that's true. Ball 2 on Shohei. Mike Elko to Penn State. I don't think he's going to leave Texas A&M. He's on the way to the playoffs and undefeated and ranked 3rd in the country at Texas A&M. I'm not sure why he would leave there to go to Penn State. Shohei with a deep pop fly off the wall. It's going to be a stand-up double for Shohei Ohtani here in the top of the 8th. 1 out. Dodgers up 3-1. When's Deion getting fired? I don't think he will get fired. I think he'll just quit. Or retire. He'll cite health concerns or something and he'll just walk away. A lucky double off the center field wall? I don't know how much luck is involved in that. With 1 out, the Blue Jays are going to intentionally walk the next batter. Runners now at 1st and 2nd. Freddie Freeman up to the plate. He's 0 for 2 today with a walk. High, ball 1. One ball, no strikes on Freddie Freeman. Runners on 1st and 2nd. Swing and a miss, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Still 1 out, top of the 8th. Dodgers up 3-1. Uh-oh, that's gone. Nope, shit. Freddie Freeman flies out to deep right field. 2 outs now. Well, I thought that was gone when he hit it. That would have been great. That would have made it 6-1. 2 outs now on the top of the 8th. Runners on 1st and 2nd. Georgia is dog shit. Well, they're way better than your team. So I don't know what that says about you or your team. If Georgia's dog shit, ranked in the top 5. Has Virginia ever been ranked in the top 5? Takes a lot of balls to be a Virginia Cavaliers fan and try to troll anybody, never mind the best program in college football. No, I don't ask stupid questions this late in the stream. Unless you're truly retarded and just can't help it. I think I should have bet Texas instead of K-State. All is good, just burning money like the fit for today's stream. Hey, good to see you, Mewtwo, buddy. Yeah, I like Texas tomorrow. You had Miami ahead of us. Of Virginia? Yeah, I still have Miami ahead of Virginia. Dumbass. So does everybody else. Virginia. Virginia was in the 90s. I think it was 1990 because we played them in the Sugar Bowl. Well, that kid there wasn't even alive in 1990. Virginia's dog shit. And they're losing this week too. Make matters worse. This will probably be the last time we see that guy in here, because Virginia's losing tomorrow. It's a real shame. Nick Chubb, the greatest Georgia running back? No, that's fake news. Did Arch clear concussion protocol? I heard earlier today he wasn't playing, but there was somebody in here earlier who said that tonight he got cleared to play. So I haven't seen that myself, but that's what they were saying in the comments section. Lou, you're dumb as fuck. You had Miami ahead of us when we beat Louisville. I still have Miami ahead of you, and so does everyone else. You're not very good, but... No balls, one strike. Top of the 8th inning still. Runners on first and second for the Dodgers. Mookie Betts at the plate. He's 1 for 3 today. Dodgers up 3-1, but looking to add to the lead here in the top of the 8th. 2 runners on. Fouled back out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes now on Mookie Betts. Here comes the 1-2. In the dirt, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Who was a Braves fan? I don't have a favorite baseball team. I don't know anything about baseball. I don't watch it. Except for when I'm gambling on it. Virginia is the bottom of the barrel. Yeah, they're not any good. I have no idea, Noah. I'd love to have him back. I don't know if he's got any interest in being an offensive line coach again, though. Ball 4. Bases loaded for the Dodgers here in the top of the 8th. Have you watched Bama play? They can't run the ball and they can't stop the run. They're soft. I think that's, as far as why people call them soft, it's because they're soft. That's why people call them soft. One ball, one strike now. Bases loaded, top of the eighth. Dodgers up to bat with 2 outs and a 3-1 lead. Game 6 of the World Series. The Blue Jays are up 3 games to 2. 1-1 the count. Strike 2. Swing and a miss. 2nd and 3 for North Carolina, looking to close this game out. They're going to pick up the first down inside the 25 to the 23-yard line. 1st and 10 Tar Heels, and they're running it down Syracuse throat now. UJ's defense got owned by Ty Simpson. He had a great game against Georgia. Well, he had a great first half. He had a great first half. Strike 3. That's it for the Dodgers in the 8th. They strand 3 runners, bases loaded. They still have a 3-1 lead, though, headed to the bottom of the 8th inning. Is it true Bama hasn't won a title in half a decade? That is true. That is true. They really hadn't won one since 2017. I mean, they technically won the Natty in 2020, but that was the COVID year and doesn't even really count. So they really hadn't won a Natty since 2017. They've never made a 12-team playoff either. The best thing their head coach has ever done is beat Georgia in the regular season. Second and 4 for North Carolina. They pick up 2 yards inside the 20 to the 17 or 18-yard line. 3rd and 2 coming up now for North Carolina. 4 minutes to go in the game. They're up 27-10. That one's over. If Bama wins the national championship, are y'all still going to call them soft? If they're soft, we are. You seem to be maybe not understanding the definition of the word soft, or maybe you don't know the difference between soft, bad, and good. Maybe you think soft means bad. I don't know what your level of retardation is, but there's been plenty of teams in college football over the years that have been really good who were soft as fuck. Every Lincoln Riley team comes to mind. Ohio State, before they got Jim Knowles, comes to mind. Those were really good teams. They were soft as fuck, too. And that's what Bama is right now. As far as Bama winning a natty, they're not winning a natty this year. But whether they do or they don't, they're soft as fuck. Third and 2 for North Carolina. Quarterback under center here. They're on the 17. Motion. Quarterback snap. Quarterback keep. Picked up the first down just inside the 15. 1st and 10 North Carolina now, under 4 minutes to go. Bama soft, but Georgia can't beat them. Both of those things are true. Both of those things are true. No, Georgia's not soft at all. Georgia runs the ball good. Plays good run defense. Georgia's not soft. Bama is. Get out from back there. What are you doing? Don't be fucking around back there. Stop with the dumb shit. Who's the most entitled fan base? Either Texas, Bama, or Ohio State. Depending on the day. All right, here we go. Bottom of the 8th inning. Dodgers need 6 more outs. They're up 3-1. Foul ball. Get. Go. Dumbass. What the fuck is she doing back there? Uh-oh, base hit for the Blue Jays. Right field corner. A single. So the Blue Jays in business here in the 8th inning. They get the first runner on a rinky-dink hit here, right past the first baseman down the line. Runner on first for the Blue Jays. I mean, they have a player that carries a teddy bear around. I mean, the fact that Alabama fans don't know that Alabama is soft is fucking weird. You brought in a bunch of West Coast coaches. You can't run the ball. You can't stop the run. One of your best offensive players has to carry a teddy bear around to even leave his house. They're fucking soft. Coming up on 2 minutes to go in the North Carolina-Syracuse game. 27-10 is the score. North Carolina with the ball, but it's 4th and 13. No, Georgia's not soft. Southern Cal is soft. Alabama is soft. Who else? Who else y'all think is soft? All right, come on, Dodgers. Bottom of the 8th inning, runner on first for the Blue Jays. No outs. 3 balls, 2 strikes. We need some outs. We need some outs here. Fly ball, center field, but in play. There's out number 1. Georgia is soft considering they lost to Bama. Again, y'all just don't understand the definition of the word soft. Soft has nothing to do with who you beat or who you lose to or how bad you are or how good you are. I don't know why that's so hard for some of you pea-brains to understand. Every Lincoln Riley team that's ever played has been soft, and they beat teams all the time. It doesn't mean they're not soft, and it doesn't mean the team they beat is soft. Ohio State was soft as fuck in 2020, 2021, and 2022. They were a really good team, made the playoffs, beat a lot of teams, but they were soft as shit. Lincoln Riley made the playoffs 3 years in a row with the softest team in the country at Oklahoma. Ohio State has only had one losing season since 1988. They're spoiled and arrogant in every way, and now their coach has the best record in history. Well, he has the highest winning percentage. Lou, do you know the last time a team beat Bama 2 years in a row? Yeah, last year. Last year. Michigan beat them last year and the year before. Weird question to ask since it literally just happened. Yes, Georgia got beat by a soft team, Bama. He won't say Bama owns Georgia. I say Bama owns Georgia 100 times a week. All right, come on, Dodgers. Bottom of the 8th, 1 out. Walked him. 2 runners on now. Runner on first, runner on second with 1 out in the bottom of the 8th for the Blue Jays. They're down 3-1. As a Yankees fan, fuck the Dodgers. Well, I need the Dodgers to win today. I don't care about the Dodgers either, but I need them to win today. Two-minute warning in the North Carolina Syracuse game, still 27-10. You could have been Lucifer Satan for Halloween. Thank you, Jolish. Last time an SEC team beat Bama 2 straight years. I don't have any idea. Let's get a home run here. No. Let's don't get a home run here. I need the Dodgers to win. Texas owns nothing. Bama has beat Texas lots of times. I don't know who owns that series. I'd have to look it up. I have no idea. Texas and Bama? I've got no idea. Yeah, Texas owns Bama. Texas is 8-2 against Bama all time. So yeah, Texas absolutely owns Bama. All right, here we go. Bottom of the 8th inning, 1 out. Blue Jays at the plate. They're down 3-1, but they've got runners on first and second. 1 ball, no strikes. Come on, Dodgers, don't blow it. Strike 1, swing and a miss. 1-1 the count now. Pop fly. Is it going to stay in play? Yes, out number 2. Big out there. 2 outs now, bottom of the 8th. Runners on first and second. We need the Dodgers to get out of this inning. Alabama is winless against Rutgers. I have no idea. I mean, you can find weird things like that for every team in college football where they only played a team once or something, and you know, some big name team that has a loss to some nobody. But in Bama's case, Bama with Texas, they've played 11 times. 8-2, and Texas is 8-2-1. And they've played, I mean, they played in 1902, 1915, the 20s, the 40s, the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, 2010, 2022. So they've played in every era of college football, and Texas just owns them. First and goal for North Carolina. They're going to take a knee. They're just going to bleed the clock out here. So we're going to go 1-1 on the Syracuse, North Carolina game. We're going to miss the comment section bet. Y'all had Syracuse to win. They're going to lose. But we're going to hit the under. We had under 45 points. And the game's going to end 27-10. That's 37. So we'll go 1-1 there. Base hit, or no, ball hit, but right to the second baseman. And the Dodgers get out of the inning. Let's go. We're 3 outs away from a winner. We're 3 outs away from a winner. We need this one, too. At $200 on this stupid fucking baseball game. I normally don't bet but about $50 or $100 a game at the most, but we're down so bad this week I needed something big, so I put $200 on the stupid fucking Dodgers, so they better win. Settling in for the night with a cup of laxative. Really didn't see this North Carolina win coming. Happy Halloween. Can't wait till Spanksgiving next. You feel? Yeah, it's almost every... a lot of your comments are really weird, Jolish. Thank you for the super chat, though, but a lot of the things you say are really weird. And you overshare a lot of times, I think. With the laxative deal there. All right, that's the ball game. North Carolina 27, Syracuse 10. North Carolina finally gets an ACC win. Syracuse falls to 3-5. 3-6 now. 1-5 in the ACC for Syracuse. How much do I win for 200? I think it's 165. 145. Bet 200 to win 145. As a Bama fan, y'all relax. Bama is a beatable team just like any other team. Yeah, I think Bama and Texas A&M are clearly the two best teams in the SEC. I don't know who's going to win that SEC championship game, but both of those teams are going to go to the playoffs, though, for sure. Only one of those teams is soft, though. Pavia will choke in Neyland, going after the first 10-win season in Vandy history. They might already have 10 wins when they get there. Vandy leads the series versus Texas 8-4-1. Dang. That's embarrassing. So I guess, what is it? Vandy and Auburn then are the only two SEC teams that don't have a winning record against Vandy? Texas and Auburn are the only two SEC teams that don't have a winning record against Vandy. That's kind of funny. It would be wild if Vandy made the playoffs. They might. Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt. Shout out to North Carolina for finally winning a game. Brent Venables will be fired in 3 weeks at Oklahoma. Dang. Dang. Oklahoma down bad now? Yeah, Vab do. All right, Dodgers up to bat, top of the ninth. 3-1, they have the lead over the Blue Jays. I wouldn't mind an insurance run or two here. Let's see. Strike one. One ball. No balls. 2 strikes. 0-2 to count. Bama is not soft. Yes, they are. Foul ball. Still 0-2. Top of the ninth. No outs. Weeks without Fran Brown showering after loss. 5. Damn. Damn. That's bad. That's real bad. Hugh Freeze was conceived through anal sex. It's the smartest thing I've ever heard. Yeah. I am a national treasure. I am a national treasure. Every team's fan base will say they are cursed in some way. All right, one out, top of the ninth for the Dodgers. 1 ball, 1 strike, 3-1. Dodgers have the lead. Strike 2. Swing and a miss. Lou, are you going to bet on the Florida-Tennessee game? I have no idea. I'll have to wait until that game comes around. Strike 3, struck him out. 2 outs now, top of the ninth. Josh Pate has Vandy winning the SEC. I don't think that's true. I think he's got Bama, doesn't he? I know he's got Bama winning the national title. I don't think he's got I don't think he picked Vandy to win the SEC. Bama does have issues running the ball, but they are not soft. Yes, they are. They're next to last in the SEC in rushing yards. The only team worse than running the ball than Bama is South Carolina. And y'all had -2 yards rushing against South Carolina at halftime last week. Gary, you just don't know what soft means. That's why you're asking all those retarded questions that don't have anything to do with being soft. You're one of these Alabama fans that think if anybody says anything about Alabama other than they're the greatest team in the universe in the history of history, then you can't accept that because you're mentally retarded. I wouldn't pick Georgia to beat Bama, no. I don't know why y'all are getting so mad about it. It doesn't mean you're going to lose any games. It just means you're fucking soft. You're next to last in the SEC in rushing. You're 13th in the SEC in rush defense. You're just a soft fucking team. It doesn't mean you're not any good. I don't understand why that makes y'all so mad. And one of your best players carries a teddy bear around. He literally can't leave the house without a teddy bear. I mean, y'all are just a soft team. Ohio State wasn't soft last year. They had the best defense in the country. No, you didn't watch a single Ohio State game last year if you think Ohio State was soft last year. You just have no idea what you're talking about. All right, we need 3 more outs in this Dodgers game to get a win today. A program isn't soft, then not soft? Yes, they are. Of course they are. Bama wasn't soft whatever years ago. Now they are. Like, you're not soft or not forever till the end of time. Like, you can't be that stupid. You can't be that stupid. All right, bottom of the ninth. We need 3 outs. There's strike 1 right down the middle. No balls, 1 strike. Come on, Dodgers. 3 up, 3 down. Let's go. 3 up, 3 down. Let's go. Foul ball, strike 2. God damn it. He fucking beaned him. He beaned him right in the fucking hand. Well, Dodgers get the leadoff batter on. Hit by pitch. Josh Pate will have Vandy today, but then say he had concerns all along after they lose to Texas. Dribble, slobber, level of takes. Who'd he pick in that game? Who did Josh Pate pick in that Texas Vandy game? I'll take Cam Coleman over Ryan Williams. It's hard to tell with Cam Coleman. I mean, he's obviously good. He makes a lot of circus catches, but he's had just dog shit quarterback play both his years at Auburn. If he could get matched up with a decent quarterback, he'd be a problem. That had to hurt getting beamed right in the fucking knuckles, too. All right, no outs, runner on first. Dodgers with a 2-run lead, bottom of the ninth. We need 3 up, 3 down. There's a foul ball, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Vandy will destroy Texas. I don't know. I have a weird feeling that Texas wins that game. I mean, there hasn't been a single week this year where I thought Texas was better than Vandy. But for some reason, I think Texas pulls it out at home. The wide receiver at Ohio State is a beast. Shit, which one? They all are. Carnell Tate. I mean, you're probably talking about Jeremiah Smith, but they're loaded every year with 3 or 4 unbelievable wide receivers. Pop fly. Can they get there? Nope. Into the stands. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs. Bottom of the ninth. Runner on first. Dodgers protecting a 3-1 lead here. We need 3 outs to get Lou paid on this Dodgers game. Lou, what's your tip on Bitcoin? I don't know anything about Bitcoin, buddy. Ennis is slowly working his way up there with Tate and Smith. He had a slow start to the year. Just outside, ball 2. 2-2 now. Still no outs. Bottom of the ninth. Runner on first. Here comes the 2-2. Base hit. Off the wall. Sticks in the wall. Ground rule double because the ball got stuck in the bottom of the fence, so no runs will score. Boy, he fucking cranked that one. Ball got stuck in the bottom of the fence between the ground and the wall. Gonna be runners on second and third with no outs, though. God damn it. The Dodgers are gonna blow it in the bottom of the ninth. The Dodgers are gonna blow it. A home run right now would win the World Series for the Blue Jays. They're one win away from winning the whole damn thing. Is it stupid to bet on sports you don't watch? It's stupid to bet on any sports at all, whether you watch them or not. I mean, I love to do it, and I do it all the time, but it's stupid. I would walk the guy, yeah. Well, I don't know who's up for the Blue Jays and whether there's somebody good or bad or whatever, but with one out, you might walk the guy so that you can end it with a double play. I don't know what they'll do. Dodgers are going to make a pitching change. The Blue Jays fixing to win it all. I hope they don't win it today. We need the Dodgers to win today. No, that wasn't a starter, no. Be right back. All right, Noah. See you next time, buddy. Are Texas and Bama the two most hated teams in America? I think it depends. I don't know. I mean, most people hate their team's rival. So, like, Michigan fans hate Ohio State. Ohio State fans hate Michigan. I don't know who the most hated teams are. FSU is probably up there, yeah. I don't know if it's so much that people hate Florida State. Is it just they like watching them lose because of how dumb the fans were there for a couple of years. Pop fly, caught, out number 2. Out number 1. Out number 1. All right, 1 out, bottom of the 9th. Blue Jays have runners on 2nd and 3rd. The Dodgers are up 3-1. We need 2 more outs. We need 2 more outs. One ball, no strikes. Come on, Dodgers. Why you make me sweat like this now, y'all? There's another fucking base hit. No, caught. Did he double it? Yeah, double play. Let's go. Wow, I thought it was going to be a base hit, and so did the base runner. The left fielder made a great catch, and then they doubled the man up at second base. That's the ball game. We did it, Berg. We did it, Berg. Lost the little bets and won the big bet. That's how you keep your head above water. That's how you keep your head above water there. Lose the little bets, win the big bets. Yeah, he's out. I mean, that's the right call. Let's go. Great play by that left fielder. I thought that was a base hit, y'all. I thought that was going to tie the game up. Pay-a-lose situation just occurred, which was desperately needed.
Yeah,
we won our $200 bet on the Dodgers. Oh, nice. Yeah, so we lost all the little bets, but we won the big bets, so head above water still. Kinda. Until tomorrow, anyway. We'll see what happens. All right, y'all, I'm going to get out of here. I had a good time tonight. The games weren't any good. The North Carolina Syracuse game ended up being a blowout and was just kind of boring besides that. And the Memphis game was a blowout. But the baseball game got a little exciting in the end. But I'm going to get out of here. What time is it? Midnight, 11:15. I'll be back on at 9 in the morning for the kickoff show. So tune in for that. We have a good time there. We'll take a look and talk about all tomorrow's big college football games. And then I'll be live streaming tomorrow at 3:30 over on the Patreon page. So if y'all want to hang out and watch some football tomorrow, Patreon at 3:30. The link to the Patreon page is in the description of the video. Make sure you check it out. Had a good time. Hope y'all had a happy Halloween, and I'll see y'all tomorrow at 9 a.m.